Time for some history, dog.
Welcome back to Browsing History.
Yo.
We're back again. Time for some history. We're going to be talking about a fun subject today. I'm looking forward to this one, bruv. I've got a little bit of a loop video that's just going to be playing on in the background.
Nice.
Some old 4K remaster of an old black and white video, bruv, with a bit of colour to it. Fully about today's subject. But it's only like a 4-minute video and it's just going to be on loop, shall we?
Sick. For the first 4 minutes, I'm just going to stare at
it. Silently. That'll make for great podcasting, won't it?
That's it. That's the whole idea. Then at the corner of my eye, I'll know what's going on.
You can describe it to everyone, can't you?
I call them Mike Tyson's now.
What, these push-ups?
Yeah, people would know them as like a shoulder press-up or an Indian dip.
Or a snake push-up.
Yeah, the Cobra press. Some guys are doing it right, some guys are just doing the straight shoulder ones.
Yeah. But so this week what we're doing, we're not just watching dudes do push-ups.
Yeah.
These dudes are distinctly black belts and Japanese dudes of Judo. Because today, the date in history we're looking at, is actually the day the episode comes out. It's the 10th of September.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's nice when it lines up like that.
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't it? Next week's episode is going to be a fun one. If today's the 10th, we need some next week's history. I'm sure everyone can imagine what we're going to be looking at next week.
Yeah. Never forgetty.
But this week, for the 10th of September, bruv, we're doing top geezer, bruv. We're going to be looking at Masahiko Kimura.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bruvy.
Top wrestling dude in the whole... He's got the fucking chicken leg named after him. Before he come along, we used to call that like figure of 3 or a chicken wing. Yeah, boom, chicken winged the whole family in one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. No, not the whole family.
Rewrote history. It was like an anime.
Yeah, Kimura is the dude, or Masahiko Kimura is the dude who invented the Kimura arm lock, which is pretty fucking cool. Well, he didn't invent
the first
Kimura.
Bouncer.
That's a lie, actually. He didn't invent the first ever. He didn't invent it at all.
It was just named after him because he's so sweet at it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's actually one of like the oldest.
Just like why I call them dips Mike Tyson's. I still remember watching that Mike Tyson montage when you're younger of him just training like his fucking hanging his neck.
Yeah,
and all that sort of thing. And then he's doing the Mike Tyson's, like the dippies overhead.
That's it. So
it's like now that's called a Kimura.
Yeah, exactly that.
The ultimate footage.
It's like one of the oldest fucking submissions there is. I always look at...
Yeah.
I always say, like, a great one to see is the rear naked choke. Because if you look at old paintings of... I mean, that's simple as fuck. And if you look at old paintings of Hercules fighting the Nemean lion and shit like that, my man's putting the lion in the RNC.
When you look at the old pancration and stuff, though, they use it as like Anderson Silva.
Yes.
Like as a single leg defence.
Yes,
as soon as you grab my leg, I do that. There's loads of like statues of wrestlers like that.
They're doing like the Sakuraba. Sit, drop and kick over. Going for the figure 4 wrist lock with that, bruv.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, he is obviously not the first guy to do it. I think it's in some like ancient Syrian paintings as well. Yeah, the Khmer Empire of the Bayon Temple, 800-year-old. So the Khmer Empires, where are these guys? Hindu Buddhists in Southeast Asia. And there's some old stuff of theirs, and they're fucking throwing it up.
Oh, they're claiming the Kimura.
Well, they're not claiming it, but there's like old statues and
so
shit.
My name's Kimura too, bruv.
No. There's like old like statues and engravings on temples. You see down there in the bottom left. Mate, he's doing the little Kimura lock, bottom right, sorry.
Yeah. Are they called Kumars? So?
No, they're not saying that they called the name. They're just saying these are some of the oldest depictions.
Kumarians.
These are some of the oldest depictions of that arm lock. So
nice.
It's been about, but this guy was just so tasty that they named it after him. And so he was born on September 10th, 1917.
That's pretty early.
Yeah, it's pretty early, and it's a pretty pivotal like
That's the
year
big
in
boy era.
history.
So I think our last episode ended near there, didn't it?
What
After
was-
the Opium Wars, Victorian era.
So we still had the Second Opium Wars and the rest of that century to go, but it's not too far off. This is like think about
It's that time they're going from like steam pirates to like proper bicycle riders now.
Well, you think about it in like 1917, bro. We're literally coming towards the end of World War One.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I forget that's so early.
yeah, that's it. World War One broke out in
Cavalry war and that, bro.
when the cavalry got mowed down by fucking tanks. Imagine riding your horse at a mech.
Imagine
that's
having
what a
to
tank
piss on
was.
your gun to keep it cool enough to fire another shot.
For real. Oh man, I don't think I'd even think of that. And what if you can't piss one out?
Well,
What if
piss is warm anyway.
you're going to be dehydrated as fuck. It's not like you're fucking sitting there with a gallon of water behind you. Do you know what I mean? How are you going to stir up a piss if you're already dehydrated?
Patriotic? I don't even know what it is. Patriotics.
A patriotic piss.
Yeah, so like the feeling of being a patriot, what is that called?
Patriotism.
Patriotism fires you up for a piss, is what it is.
Oh, is that what it is?
There's no one like that anymore. That's like those Italian Americans that you see in war films, the most patriotic Americans who ever lived. And they all died doing heroic shit.
Like pissing on their own rifles.
Yeah.
You imagine getting caught slipping in like World War One, like while taking a piss on your rifle.
Yeah, you know.
So like you're trying to cool
Well,
off.
no, it'd be a machine gun. The first machine guns were shit.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it'd be like they'd be getting well hot.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to stop firing, reload it, piss all over it, and they're like, ah! And you've just been making loads of noise and flashing. And you're like pissing on the gun, stood at the front, like, proper danger piss.
It's probably going to help you piss, if anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But you'd have to
literally
like
piss yourself.
Yeah. You'd have to be in full control though. You don't want to touch tips with the fucking hot machine gun.
No, the hot machine gun. God damn, quarterize your end.
That's it.
Quarterize your eye, bruv. So, Kimura ended up living all the way up until 1993, bruv.
93?
Yeah, he lived from 1917 to 1993.
Fucking hell. That's pretty good.
It's a good old one, isn't it?
Yeah. What is that, 95?
Huh?
95 years old?
75. 1975. Yeah, 1917 to 1993.
Oh, yeah. True.
Yeah. But
that's not that impressive then.
you got to think for a Japanese dude though as well. World War One, dude lived through World War Two and like post-nuclear Japan.
Oh yeah, shit.
How wild's that? Everyone loves a post-apocalypse video game or movie and shit.
He lived it, and he was like a top karate man.
Yeah, he literally lived it as top judo man.
Mm.
That's fucking wild, bruv. Absolutely mental. This geezer lived full-out judo. So, what have you got for us for September 10th, bruv? What have you got? Whose birthdays? You get any birthdays this time?
That's what I'm working on right now, to be fair. I didn't start with birthdays. I just looked at my list and was like, oh, gosh. It's rather short. But September the 10th,
Yeah.
obviously, how much was it? $2.3 trillion goes missing from the CIA's defence fund, whatever it was.
Oh, really?
That same office that got crashed into the next day.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so that happened September 10th.
That was September 10th. That was when it hit the news.
Okay.
Elizabeth II died, obviously, last year.
Oh, was it on September 10th?
Yeah.
Shit, that is a big one.
Last ever battle between England and Scotland.
Oh, really? What year was that?
I don't remember. But it's September 10th, that's for sure.
Damn.
Battle of Pinky or something.
Battle of Pinky.
I think it's called that. Pinky or Pinkle.
Nice.
Do you remember that guy that coughed his way through... What's it? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Oh, for real? That happened?
It is. B, please.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
God damn. That was I remember that scandal. That was mental.
That was 2001 as well.
No.
So the next day, nothing else was in the news about it.
Of course, he thought he got away with it, bruv.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. The next day. Same year. Jesus Christ.
Some other pretty spicy shit happened that day.
What, September 10th?
Yeah, I don't remember it all. Like, I haven't noted it down.
You'll have to get a checkup for next week's episode.
Like the old shorting stocks and all that.
Yeah.
So we'll cover that next week, actually. Let's not spoil.
No, let's not skip.
It's for the like Patriot Act, whatever it's called.
Yeah, exactly.
Official story only.
Exactly. We're only getting excited for next week's one, but today we're chatting about Kimura. But I still want some more September 10th shit. Anything else happened in history of September 10th?
Don't know.
No?
No, I haven't got any more notes. Anyway.
Well,
no, CERN got fired up. September 10th was the Hadron Collider.
God damn. They had to wait till Kimura was dead till they tried that.
Yeah, 2004, I think it was.
He was long gone. I had to wait 10 years just in case his spirit was still around.
Yeah.
They just made sure he hadn't been reincarnated. And they were like,
and you notice they're not that scared of Chuck Norris.
No, they're not.
They let him do his thing.
Yeah.
Makes you think.
And it does make you think. Do you know what I mean? They had to wait till a real bad man like Kimura was gone.
Yeah.
So, also, talk about 1917, Japan. The world that Kimura was born into, bro. You got to think, this is World War One Japan. At the moment, they're pretty awesome because they're actually on our side in World War One.
Yeah.
They end up taking a load of land that Germany owned in Asia while they lost shit because of everything going on through World War One. Like I said, they were our allies at the time. And what I like about early 1900s Japan is it's basically the time where they about 100 years before, maybe a little less, quite a bit less, 50 years before, they'd just given the samurai the fucking full mech suits, bruv.
Oh shit, yeah.
We just gave them rifles, we just taught them how to stand in line and order, we just
killed
taught them that military.
Oh no, Tom Cruise lives.
Yeah, Tom Cruise does live. They kill Ken Watanabe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Katsumoto
gets plopped.
The old Blossom Starer.
And that was one of the biggest mistakes in the world.
Innit?
Arming the Japanese. I love them, but that was a silly mistake. Because at this time...
It's quite a similar time as well. Like, well, it was quite... Oh no, it was well before this, actually. The, I think it's the 70s, 1870s. The Maori get independence.
Oh, really?
Because they were like one of the first tribal peoples, like uncontacted or however you phrase it back then.
Yeah.
Like, they turned up and they took to their weapons immediately. They understood it. They tried to steal them. They made sure they had the same weapons.
Boys.
They tried to buy them off pirates and shit.
Yes.
And obviously they're all units. they only breed from like the fucking...
The top chavvy.
The second row of the Fijian rugby team for like 600 years or something.
Silverbacks only, bro.
Yeah. Tongans as well. They're the props.
Shit, man. Yeah, so that's it. It's like arming them chavvies, right?
Yeah.
We're
so
talking about...
It's like the only other instance.
Yeah, we're talking
like
about...
The Japanese are like, yes, sweet.
A whole nation...
I'm going to have war with you then.
A whole nation was at war with themselves for centuries. They created an art out of war, and America turned up and was like, yo, you better fucking open up. Oh, by the way, check out these mad guns. Check out how we do military now. Don't you boys want a bit of this instead? And they were like, yes, bro. And it was silly, because after that, they started going on a bit of a mental one around Asia, bro.
Yeah.
And 1917 is the peak of that. We're living in Imperial Japan at that point. Kimura is born into the Imperial Japan, where they're at the moment, even though they're working together with the US during World War One, there's still disputes over China and what they're doing over in China. Yeah. They ain't got quite that naughty in China yet. We know what we're talking about. They ain't got that naughty yet.
Or maybe they just didn't consider it naughty yet.
No.
Some guy had to come up and be naughty enough for the world to notice.
Like, they were leaving Nanking alone for at the moment. They ain't going that naughty, do you know what I mean? But they're still imperialising. They're still being bad boys of Asia about it.
Yeah. Korea's also bopping, isn't it? Korea's getting...
Yeah, but I think these guys...
The Japanese
that's what I'm saying. They're getting it as well. Like, he's born into... the peak of that.
Like fucking Masayama then?
Yeah, he actually... Dude, he used to coach with Masayama.
Is it?
Yeah, bruv.
Mate, ultimate.
Yeah, so if people don't know, Masayama is... If we're talking about Kimura for judo, Masayama is that for karate.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He's just the hardest cunt who ever lived, who went and lived up in a mountain. Like, real Ryu shit.
Yeah. And then, did the whole Mr. Miyagi shit when he got home.
Yeah, yeah.
He went full, proper teacher, didn't he?
And he went around... Well, really, first of all, he went around to every dojo that he could find who were doing, hard style, so, full sparring shit. And was just like, let's have it.
Yeah.
Let's just have it, lad.
It's like one of them YouTubers, but he was good.
Yeah. Because he did have it.
You're the champion of the world? Let's have a go then.
Yeah, exactly that. But of all different styles. He was like the original Gracie tape.
Yeah, that's it.
Wasn't
Dojo
it?
basher.
Dojo bashing, that's
and they used to go with like scrolls and a whole team and he'd turn up on his own like, no gum shield. Yeah, no, trust me, Trey's fine.
So he used to do that. Kimura didn't used to do that with him, but they ended up starting a school together and everything. Yeah, man, they were boys. They were proper boys.
Sick.
They ended up going uni together.
Sick. They made
like
it
later
from
in their years, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. They were
That's
absolute
sick.
boys. So Kimura was born, like I said, on September 10th, 1917. And what we're going to do for today's episode is a little bit different. Rather than just sort of telling his story, what I found was we don't really state our sources when we usually do an episode, do we?
No.
Our sources are, trust me, bro.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
We're the historians now.
Yeah, that's it.
This is what happened. It's written in my book. Write my book in your book, and then everyone will believe your book.
So what I've actually got a primary source for this week's episode.
No.
I've got I've got the writings of Kimura himself.
Oh, nice. That's a primary source.
Yeah, and it's an article he wrote titled "My Judo." So I thought we'd just sort of Voices of the Past it. Good YouTube channel. People check that out. It's a good one. And we'll just sort of read his writings and we'll talk about it part way through and everything like that. Nice, easy one, bruv. So, Masahiko Kimura, this is his My Judo. The following is what motivated me to start judo. It was around the beginning of my 4th grade year, during a large-scale school cleaning. So you know when the Japanese just start cleaning their schools.
Do you know when we get like activity week at the end of term, they get clean up.
yeah.
We're gonna lock it off for 2 weeks. You better clean the motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly that. That's actually
only
what
you
they
that's
get.
been here.
So you better fucking clean it.
Yeah.
And it's a great one. I love that, bruv.
It's a good idea, isn't it?
Isn't it? That's why you get
they're
them,
based.
That is why, and that's why you get them like cleaning out the stadiums at the end of fucking international football games and shit like that.
Yeah.
So they've been doing it since they were kids. I think I remember reading somewhere like the first year of child's school in Japan, they're literally just taught like
how
manners,
to be nicer,
how to be nice, and how to clean up after yourself.
So what are your responsibilities in the world?
Yeah.
Like, don't be rude to him and clean up after your own shit. And yeah, sweet.
Yeah, that's it.
Always be respectful.
That's it.
They've got certain bows for different people, like little certain amounts.
Yeah, that's
how
it.
you bow and all that. It's a cool little way to live.
It is a cool little way to live.
It's kind of like a hang-up from the samurai era, isn't it?
It is totally a hang-up
they
from
did try
that.
to eliminate them.
Yeah,
it's all about like all the honour and respect.
That's it. It is a great one. So, little Kimura's got to be doing that at school, right? Mr. Tagawa, in charge of my class, was absent. When I noticed it, I ran to a nearby manto shop, and that's a pastry shop. My boy headed straight to the bakery.
Give me a cannoli.
Ate 4 or 5 manto and came back to the school. So he's scoffing, bruv.
Yeah.
He's scoffing his little face in. And I then noticed that some of my classmates were carrying the teacher's desk. I ran toward the desk and jumped onto the desk. The desk collapsed, making a loud sound. I jumped up and down with joy, screaming, "Banzai! Banzai!"
It's a shit at school, bro.
He's popping off to the bakery, coming in weighing a ton and smashing desks up, bruv. Suddenly, someone grabbed me firmly in the rear lapel and pulled me backwards. When I turned my head, I found Mr. Tagawa, who I thought was absent, glaring at me with a very scary look. He yelled, "Idiot face," and slapped me in the face. He then threw me to the floor. He pulled me up, slapped me, and threw me to the floor again. After that, I was scolded in the teacher's room and stood in the corridor. So he got a beating for that one,
proper
bruv.
bit of corporal.
Yeah. Almost fair enough, you fucking fat little pastry eating shit.
Yeah, you're fucking Cartman in these streets. Why are you trying to be Bart Simpson right now, bro? Slap! Exactly. Stand up, you're still Bart Simpson. He's like, "Cowabunga, slap!"
After this incident, I decided to get even with Mr. Tagawa. Now I've got to check what year this Chavi was in at school. So 4th grade, he decided, I'm fucking getting back at that teacher, bruv. So what's that? Yeah, year 4. How old are you then, bruv?
You got to be about just turning up to like 9.
And he's like, I'm getting this teacher back.
You start at like 5, 4.
He's figuring it out. I thought about how to get revenge on him for about a week and investigated his background.
Little child in the street meeting on corners like, what you got from me? I don't know. I can't give this information away, you know. Would this help? He's giving him Pokemon cards and shit.
Would this help jog your memory?
Sleeping cheat codes into his top pocket. It's the whole magazine tear out.
I then found out that he was a first dan in judo, which I think on this doesn't mean first dan black belt. I don't know, it might be. I think it means first dan as in first belt.
That would be something else then. That's like a Ryu.
Oh, is that a Ryu?
Dan is the first black belt.
Okay, so he found out that this teacher was a black belt in judo, bruv.
Nice.
And he thought, it's just judo such a formidable art. Then I would be able to throw him around if I became a second dan.
Okay, so it's just instantly like, I need 2 stripes.
Yeah.
Here's 1 stripe.
I need the 2 stripes. Soon after this, I entered Shotokan Dojo nearby my elementary school. When I was in the 5th grade, I had my first GI. I participated in a team match with Nakayama Dojo, which was about 6 kilometers away from my dojo. My opponent was an 8th grader. So much bigger kid.
Yeah, twice his age.
Yeah. He's in year 5 and he's fighting year 8. So that's a primary school kid fighting a secondary school kid.
Yeah, true.
It's wild, isn't it?
That's like your background, bro, when you're a little dough ball.
Little fat kid.
Judo competitions, you had to fight the adults.
Yeah.
I've never seen a child so fat. There's nothing we can do about it, man.
You gotta fight the big kids. So I attempted a Tai Otoshi. So you tried Tai Otoshi in this kid, Chavi.
Nice. Got spoilt. Got spoilt on.
He tried an Asoto Gari, it's the little outside leg trip, but he did not move a bit.
Oh shit.
I then tried an Ouchi Gari, which is the inside leg trip.
Yeah.
He reversed it, threw me onto the floor and pinned me. I could not get out, and I lost.
Oh, he got fucking scarfed at the end.
Scarfed at the end, bruv. When I was in the 7th grade, my older brother came home crying, saying that he got bitten by dogs. This is a great story, by the way. I've read a little bit of this already.
Dogs don't wear geese. It's another time the Tatoshi has failed me.
Saying that he got bitten by dogs. The next night, I went out for revenge.
Who is it? There's a famous, I think I can't remember his name, but his mum's had a story recently in the papers, a famous MMA fighter.
Yeah.
She was like, he got bit by a puppy one day and then hunted it down and bit it back.
That's Justin Gaethje, isn't it?
Is it Gaethje?
Yeah, I think
and
that's
the
Gaethje.
baby picture looks exactly like he still looks now.
Saying that he got bit. So I found mid-sized 3 dogs at storage of a geisha house. That was about 50 meters away from my house. They were the enemies. I called them one by one with a whistle and kicked it with a wooden sandal by full force. When I passed by the storage, all the 3 dogs were covered in bandages. Through this experience, I developed boldness and confidence for fighting with humans. So this is just a kid going out stomping dogs.
Yeah.
This ain't good.
He's fighting
really.
dogs to get his flinch response down. That's a weird gun.
It's a weird
gun. That's a mad kid.
Isn't it, bruv? But also, it's early 1900s. What else you got to do but kick dogs?
Yeah, it's like anime vibes, isn't it?
No, do kicking a dog. This guy's a horrible human for that one, bruv.
Yeah, it's not good. But
it's not good at all.
It's dog in these streets, and who's got that dog in him, bruv?
He's definitely got that dog in him, doesn't he? When I was in the 8th grade, I entered a prefecture sumo tournament and placed 2nd. In the final, I threw my opponent by Osotogari, but the referee called my opponent the winner, saying that my foot got off the ring first. After this incident, Mr. Ogawa of Shinsei Junior High visited my house with a student named Nakayama. He invited me to enter Shinsei Junior High and become a member of the Judo or Sumo Club. In April 1932, I entered this school. As soon as I entered Shinsei Junior High, I started to practice at Kawakita Dojo 3 times a week. I practiced at Shinsei Junior High, Kawakita Dojo, Botokuden, and Imperial 5th High. In those days, I practiced 5 hours a day. In addition, I did 300 push-ups daily.
Yeah, boy. Hitting them hundos.
This is 8th grade. So this is year 8.
This is proper Japanese judo school.
Yeah, bro.
They got the toughest judo schools.
Yeah, and he's in Imperial Japan going to, like, literally judo schools during the day, training 5 hours a day.
Proper,
bro.
Wooden floors.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No fucking knuckle tape and that.
None of that. Shit. Getting thrown on wooden floors 5 hours a day, bro.
No acai bowls.
No acai, bro. What you got? You might have a bit of rice, though. A little bit of rice ball for lunch. That's all you got.
You can make that rice last.
You might get a little bit of fish. What are you saying? A little bit of fish?
Only if you're special.
Only if you're kicking ass,
proper,
right?
Proper, like, gangster shit.
When I transferred to Shinsei Junior High, I was a first Q. One day... Oh, yeah, it's Q.
Q, not Rio, yeah.
Yeah. One day, Mr. Ogawa told me to take a promotion test. I went to Butokukai, which was... Butokukai. I was just thinking of Bukaki, but Butokukai. No, Butokukai.
Boots on
Kukai, which was the test centre alone and through 5 students of Kumamoto Junior High and earned the first Dan. When I took the promotion test for the second Dan, I was the captain of the red team and defeated the remaining 4 members of the white team, all by Ippon.
Sick.
Yeah, bruv. That's pretty good, actually. That's it. All by Ippon. You're coming out here, one banging. Boom, throw. Boom, throw. Boom, throw. Perfect
straight
throw.
Pins.
Perfect. 4 perfects in a row was that.
And then did he get back at the teacher yet, or did he forget all about him through the beauty of judo?
I forgot all about the teacher with the judo. I bet him and the teacher are boys now as well.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean?
He understands that judo life.
Yeah, that's it. He was like, you know what? I was a little fat pastry and shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. In this way, I became a second Dan in April 1933. In order to be a third Dan, one must go to the headquarters of Butokukai in Kyoto and take a written test in addition to a skill test. In the May of my 9th grade year, I went to Kyoto for the first time in my life and became a third Dan.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
So what is he now? Is Shian?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
So that's a senpai,
senpai, sensei, and then Shian.
Yeah.
I did not have any problem passing the skill test, but in the written test, I was completely clueless.
Oh shit! You can't.
And if you see a picture of this chavvy, he is an ox of a man.
Yeah.
He does look like a chavvy who might fail a fucking written test. Which I'm also. I'm not an ox of a man. I'm the last thing off, but I'm also the type of chavvy who would fail a written test.
Yeah.
100% every day of the week.
So I rely on my testing ability. That's one of my only redeeming fighting features.
The time was running out. I snatched one of the answer sheets, finished by someone sitting behind me, wrote my name, and turned it in as mine.
Don't fucking tell nobody, nerd! He's got to quickly do his paper again. I
still feel guilty of what I did to the man who wrote the answers. In the summer of my 10th grade year, in a red-white team match held in Butokuden in Saga Prefecture. Butokuden in Saga Prefecture as a third Dan, through 4 third Dan opponents and 6 fourth Dan opponents, including the captain of the opponent team. As a result of this feat, I was given my 4th Dan. A 4th Dan 10th grader was very rare in the country. I became well known after this. Here's the thing though. At the moment, Kimura is just like, he's on his way up, right? But what year are we in? I think we're only in like 33 or so. Yeah, we're in 33. From 36, a little spoiler, but from this is how awesome he is, because right now we're just reading this man's way to get danced.
Like,
but by 30, after the year 36,
it's gonna make a much better visual learn. Like if you saw him doing a full montage.
Yeah, this is like definitely a montage
ballads.
moment. Do you know what I mean? We need an animator to be doing this. That is a mad montage moment.
We should just write animes. I'm kind of sign shit for nerds every weekend. That'd be the life.
That would be pretty easy, actually. Damn. Not easy. It'll be very difficult, but easy as in fun.
Yeah.
So, in 3 years' time, from 36 onwards, man becomes undefeated in judo.
Sick.
Undefeated.
Whatever.
Ever.
but it started ranking him at 4th dan because anyone could get a 3rd dan sort of thing. And they've only just started picking up. Or has he grown into a man now that he's like grade 10 or whatever?
I guess he's probably 10th grader. What is he?
He's like 12. No, he's like
15.
14, 15. Yeah.
14, 15. It's black belt at 15. Well, they can't look. Old Japanese were doing it. Black belts at 15.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean?
But I bet he didn't have to pay for it.
I bet he looked like The Rock at 15 though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he had a turtleneck and a little chain.
That wasn't him at 15. Him at 15 is when he's like massive in his computer.
Oh yeah, he's got the moustache and the little ID card photo. Yeah.
That's it. I reckon he's like that as a 15-year-old, bro. No doubt.
Yeah, he's one of them tanky men.
So, he's going to be a fucking legend in 3 years' time, 10th grader. 3 years after that, Chavy would still technically be in like sixth form or college.
Yeah.
From then onwards, he became undefeated, bro.
Sick.
Innit? I became the captain of Chinsel Junior High when I was in the 3rd year. When I was in the 4th year in junior high, my school participated in the National Junior High Championship held in Kyoto. My team advanced to the final. In the final, my team faced Kyoto First Commerce Junior High. This was very tough and well known for its strength in Newaza. So these are some ground game traveling. They got some good ground. They got a little bit. These old school jiu-jitsu guys. So when it's literally it, like pulling guard and like scooting on your butt and fighting from the floor. That's Newaza, bruv.
Yeah.
So these guys were coming in with the guard balls, trying the little sweepy sweeps, trying to go inverted on them and shit.
I remember them trying to bring back Newaza competitions for a while there in the early 2000s.
Oh, for real?
Because they saw the popularity of BJJ.
Actually, I think I vaguely remember that.
Like Judo and Newaza come out for a while, but it didn't really take off.
No, of course not. It wouldn't, because the Gracies had fucking mastered Newaza and made it a completely different game. Do you know what I mean? When my turn, who come into this story, today's fucking story, bro.
Yeah, boy.
When my turn as the captain came, Kyoto First Commerce Junior High team still had 3 members left. I beat these 3 men by Uchigari, Newaza, and Newaza respectively.
It's just grounding.
Which is great. So the Uchigari,
and grinding.
The Uchigari, and then the other 2, he just fucking grounded them. Yeah, nice. As a result, Shinsei Junior High became the national champion for the first time in its history. Soon after I entered Shinsei Junior High, I was thrown by Funiyama, who was a first-year senior to me, by an intense Osotogari. Had a concussion, but could not get up for a while.
Nice.
Yeah, man, on those hardwood floors too.
Yeah.
That must have been a serious concussion. In those days, I always wanted to get even with him, but could not get to his level, which was at the level of captain. However, he was very cautious and observant of me, knowing that I would soon catch up to him. On our 3 km way to Butakuden from Shinsei Junior High, and on our way to, fuck this one, bruv, Nagorokubashi Station. Yeah.
Nagorokubashi, yeah.
From which I used to take a train to go home. Whenever we walked together, he asked my height and weight.
Every time, just keeping up.
How much more are you weighing, bro?
Like one of them NFL scouts.
Yeah, except
6'3", 240. Okay. We're gonna have to see another 5 pounds out of you for this summer.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The baby's asking for his own. what weight division am I in again?
No. It's a kid. It's an older kid who concussed Kimura every day. Asking him, like, so how much you weigh now? So how much you weigh now? So how tall are you now, bruv?
Oh, I got on the wrong end of the stick.
Yeah, you did.
I thought he knocked someone's fucking lights out, and then every day he's like, what about how much you weigh? Tell him how much you weigh, son.
No, it was some other like older kid concussed old Kimura.
Yeah, he's scared of like the come up.
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what's going on. I really hated it, but being 1 year junior to him, I could not explicitly say that to him because they're about that respect. I had 2 big fights during my Shinsei Junior High days. In those days in Kumamoto, Budo was widely and feverishly practiced. Given this background, it was a natural consequence that a young man who rapidly became famous became a target of challenge. The first fight occurred when I was in the 2nd year. One member of the Shinsei Junior High Judo Club, whose name was Ida, who competed for the position of 2nd year student captain with me and lost, developed hatred toward me. Ooh. Rivalry. This is a fucking anime. Why haven't they made Kimura's life an anime, bro?
Same reason they ain't done it Masayama, because then imagine all the kids that will be learning the truth. You know what I mean?
On a Saturday of June, on my way to the school dojo, he walked up to me and said, I have a little business with you.
It's business time, sir.
It's tactically understood. He uttered, you are impudent. I'm going to get you today. And took out a jackknife from a pocket.
Oh,
damn. And suddenly thrust it at my abdominal area.
He's trying to stab him in the belly, bro.
He's trying to stab him up, bro. I thought I evaded it successfully, but the knife got my buttock.
Oh, he got Forrest Gump.
I got on a bicycle and started to run away. Oh, that's painful.
That's a stupid idea, yeah.
You just got fucking... Ooh.
You need your bum for cycling.
Yeah.
That would be causing more blood pressure.
Oh, no, he got on a bicycle. And started to run away. I also ran after him while bleeding from the buttock and finally got to his house.
Nice.
Still wild. He stayed inside the house and did not come out. Instead, his parents came out and apologised to me thoroughly and sincerely.
Oh, I'm sorry he stabbed you.
They said, our son cut his own hand when he stabbed you and is in bed now. The doctor is on the way. Turned out that Ida's injury was more serious than mine, but I had to stay away from practice for about 20 days also. That's fucked up, bruv.
Yeah, what a janky little cunt.
Yeah, no. Stabbed him in the bum and shit.
Yeah, that's the worst one, because sometimes if it goes to the hole, you've got to get a fucking colostomy bag.
Oh, don't say that, bro.
Yeah, it's like, it was a popular thing, they called it bagging.
Oh, don't. There's some dodgy shit which happened in Kimura's life.
Did he get bagged?
He doesn't get bagged. I'm thinking this story comes up, but later on in his life, after he's like smashed up Gracie and shit, he starts pro wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he joins an organisation of this other Ricky Dozan. He's a famous one.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
And what happens is they end up having the first ever shoot fight on a pro wrestling card.
Oh, so fucking actual
Ricky Dozan goes a bit too far, and Kimura don't like it, so Kimura smashes him around a bit.
Yeah, boy.
And then I think after that, Kimura didn't have like the subsequent matches which come up, which means he didn't get paid. And then maybe through a little bit of a Yakuza thing, bruv, Ricky Dozan ended up getting stabbed with a pissy blade in a nightclub and dying of infection.
Oh shit, he got fucking lightning with the yellow hair, bro.
Yeah, bro. He got lightning with the yellow hair for sure.
He got the poop stick, though.
Man, piss sticked up. It's a bad one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if you could do that by shooting on your bullets and your gun. Like we were speaking about earlier.
I suppose.
Yeah, it would kill.
But you could leave a little vacuumised point in this top, fill it with something fucked up. Like a hollow tip, but it's not hollow anymore. You got some piss in there.
How basic of a poison damage is that, bruv? Pissing on a knife. You don't even need to piss in it. You go dunk it in the urinal or a club toilet. Especially if you're Yakuza boy.
Yeah. Just lay it in the pub peanuts.
In my third year at school, I was challenged by K. This name K is kept a secret throughout the whole book, so I guess he didn't agree to this. He was then considered to be the #1 street fighter among all of the junior high school students in the area.
Oh, Tasty K.
Tasty K, bro.
Handy K, bro.
He was a student of Kumamoto Commerce Junior High. He was small in stature, but was known to pull out a knife in every street fight.
Little cunt.
It was known that when he loses, his parents and relatives all join him and ambush for revenge. Smiley little cunt. On my way back from Butukuden, I was about to cross Nagoroku Bridge. He found me and said, "Hold it right there. Come with me."
Hold it right there. He got a little switchblade.
Flick, flick, flick. Come with me. We walked to Shimagawara Park near the sunset. Oh man, he's having a knife fight at sunset, bro.
A fucking proper dojo shit, bro. He's got like the Miami background.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like only silhouettes for a minute there, then he zooms back in and they're fighting.
He's wearing fucking the dankest shades and shit.
Yeah.
But like 1900s
like Miami Vice, 1900s.
Yeah.
Miami Vice, Okinawa silks, bro.
Oh shit, yeah, he's wearing the flat tasty shirt. Yeah. He's wearing the tasty silky shirt with the like blossom on it and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
He invented it.
This geezer said, "You are Kimura, aren't you?" This was the first time that we saw each other as face. We glared at each other over a distance of about 1 meter. He then suddenly pulled out a tanto, bro.
Oh shit!
This geezer pulled out the short sword of a samurai sword. When you go to a nerd or maybe someone like me's house and you see, I ain't got the blades, but I wish I had the blades, and like you see the bottom
that
one.
one you got in Minecraft.
yeah. You see that bottom one.
Yeah.
Like
the very smallest one.
Yeah.
It's not a little opener. It's not a little opener length, but it's like samurai sword thickness.
No, it's pretty fucking size-wise as a knife. I think if it's the size as same size as like a buoy.
Nah, a little bit smaller, I reckon. Well, it depends on the buoy.
Well,
I think it's about 6 inches.
All right, we'll have to
With Tanto.
Yeah, still this.
But in a child's hands.
Yeah,
that's a full size.
Yeah, that's a wakazashi at least, rather than a child's hand.
That's what I was getting at. The blade's the same.
Yeah.
They don't go smaller blades like little tiny replica style.
No,
they just go like shorter
handles and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Tanto the last one.
Tanto's the last one. Yeah,
and then
the suicide one.
The second one.
Yeah. So this kid pulled a suicide blade on him.
Ooh, no going back after that, bruv.
That's it. He thrust it forward at me. I evaded it, grabbed him, and threw him hard onto the ground. Now, in this state, he is no match to me. I am K. I surrender. You are strong, he says. He honestly revealed his identity and apologised. After this, none of his parents came to see me. Moreover, no junior high student challenged me for a street fight.
Nice. So he just did the top dog.
Had a little fucking unarmed versus Tanto fight. That's some pretty gangster shit. My man used the real judo.
That's what the whole judo's about, isn't it?
Disarming the fucking chavvy on the battlefield. Oh shit. Is this what he's bragging? He's bragging that he still did it back in the day.
Imagine having a room full of samurais, right? And they're proper like fucking jarhead Marines.
Yeah.
And they're all packing all the time.
Yeah, that's it.
And you're like, so in this self-defense class, I just pull my sword. All right, so imagine you haven't got your sword on you and have to learn jiu-jitsu like that. But they're like, yeah, but I've always got my... I've got a sword in my shoe right now.
People call me Josho, meaning a man of constant wins or a man who would always win, Kimura. However, I have 4 losses in my judo life. I suffered all of these losses when I was a first-year student at Takashoku University. Until then, I believed that Osotogari, Sayanagi, Ouchigari, and so on as completed techniques and compiled wins using these techniques. However, in the spring of 1935, my favourite techniques faced limitations for the first time. So my man let me read back at some of them. Osotogari, yeah. Okay, so my man loves the nice outside leg trip. 4
throws he didn't succeed on the big guys in his first fight.
Sayanagi wasn't, he didn't attempt Sayanagi. It's the old over-the-shoulder fucking whammo.
I thought he did.
No.
He landed the Siganari.
No, he didn't land nothing in that first ever fight.
But did he get knocked out by the Siganagi?
No, his Ouchigari got reversed.
Oh.
So he ended up doing like the big outside leg trip, little inside leg trip, and the Ippon Siyanagi were his boys. In the spring of 1935, soon after I entered the Takashoku University, now I'm struggling with English words. Preparatory program in the red-white Shiai of Kodokan, I beat 8 4th dan opponents. When I faced the 9th opponent, I was already exhausted. In the 9th bout, I was defeated by Miyajima, who was a student at Meiji University. By Harai Makikomi. Still, it was sufficient to receive the 5th dan. When I returned to Ushijima Sensei's Juku and reported the result, Ushijima Sensei gave me a series of slapping in the face. Shit, that's a hard loss, bro. Come back and your sensei is fucking slapping you up.
Yeah, that's the coach, bro. You're a poor reflection of him.
He said Shiai is equivalent to a real sword. Kill or get killed. Duel between bushi. Damn. To throw the opponent means to kill him. Being thrown means being killed. You killed 8 men and got killed by the 9th man. Remember, if you devote your life in judo, you can survive only by throwing your opponent or fighting to a draw, no matter how many tough opponents you face.
Mad shit, bro.
That's some wild shit.
That's some Cobra Kai shit.
You're not allowed to say that shit nowadays, bro.
No, well, they still do in Japan. Then they crush his fucking child's back.
I'm sure they do. In May, they did. Yeah, actually, some kids have been breaking their backs over there, aren't they?
Yeah, and getting like fucking retarded concussions and stuff.
In May, I participated in a 5th dan selection Shiai held by the Ministry of Rural Affairs. In the first bout, I faced Osawa, 5th dan of Tokyo Police.
Oh shit! This is like his Kimbo Slice moment.
Yeah, this is his Kimbo Slice moment. Man, if only Kimura had YouTube, it'd be the... You know what I mean? Everyone would be knowing him. In an attempt to throw him at once, I grabbed his left deep lapel with my right hand and held his right sleeve with my left hand. Osawa had positioned his right leg behind. I initiated a Sotogari by full force. He then pulled his right leg backward all the way and withstood the pressure. Shit, he's going for the big outside leg trip, and mate, he's stomping it down. I then made a transition to Osoto Otoshi. The next moment, my body floated in the air and I was flipped in reverse. I fell to the ground head first, had a concussion and lost consciousness.
Oh no, another concussion.
There's another bit of brain damage. And this was... If he was fighting dogs before he got brain damage, what's he going to be like after the brain damage?
Yo. It's going to be a dog, bro.
I won all Japan championships in the fall of 1937. My dream came true. I pinched my cheek several times. It really hurt. So he skipped ahead a bit there to 37. So now he's going to be on his... That was his last loss, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
That's got to have been his last loss. I pinched my cheek several times. It really hurt. It was not a dream. After dinner, I did 500 push-ups, bunny hopped bunny hopped at a kilometre, and Makiwara strikes of karate 500 times.
Nice.
Yeah, bro. I could not fall asleep that night due to the fatigue and pain incurred during the bout. All Japan Judo Championship was held on October 23rd and 24th, 1937 in Kodokan. So they even hit World War II yet. I wonder what this chavvy was up to in World War II.
Fuck knows.
It's probably some naughty shit, right?
Yeah. They were getting conscripted, so everyone was conscripted at one point.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Especially a unit like that.
Yeah, bruv. Maybe they didn't want him dying off, who knows?
Yeah, put into a breeding program like the Germans were doing.
I defeated Jinsuke Yanigawa, 5th dan, Noboru Ueno, 5th dan in the first bout and semi-final respectively by Osotogari. I faced Masayuki Nakajima, 5th dan, who was the representative of Manchu. His name was well known throughout Japan, as well as Manchu. What's that, like China, Manchu?
I guess so.
He was...
Or is it one of the big islands in Japan?
I don't know.
Manchu, Kyushu.
It's not Kyushu. Oh, yeah, but it's not the same sort
Shu
of...
might mean island, I'm thinking.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think you might be right. He was 182 or 183 centimetres and 100 kilos. He had formidable Osotogari, Ouchigari, Uchimata and Taitoshi. A number of strong men and big men got treated like little kids by him when he applied these techniques. In particular, his Tai Sabaki, so his like footwork, was the shit. That precisely captures his opponents in a quick motion seemed like an exceptional talent he was born with. The final was 1 round, 15 minutes. The minimum standment of judgment was Ari for the first 4 or 6 minutes. I was dominated by him. In those days, my lower body was still weak and had not mastered enough techniques. So whenever Nakajima pulled me around, my legs wobbled.
Oh shit, he wasn't hitting leg day.
No, he wasn't hitting leg day, was he?
Fool.
Clearly not, and this geezer was slick on his feet.
He was hopping kilometres at a time. Is that what he said his workout was?
That's what his workout was.
Fucking lame.
Bunny hopping. Yeah, that's all his legs was.
Push some fucking weight.
Yeah, innit, bruv?
Weights room, homie.
But then that's not going to make him light on his feet like this, chavvy. This feet.
Yeah, but it's going to make him too big to lift. I mean, his legs won't wobble, will they?
Yeah, it's true. This chavvy was like...
Strong base is what you need.
Who's a fucking famous two-man dancer? Like, a fucking ballroom dancer.
Or even an ice capades dancer.
Yeah, that's what he was hitting him with.
It's not just coming in, spinning, and he'd hit the floor in a move already. That's how I was imagining it. Like they were like they didn't even have grips yet, and then he'd just appear, jump into it, just be straight there under
like
you.
Dragon Ball Z,
I'm
like,
really gonna
zoom, 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 zoom.
Yeah. Like dust comes out of his feet sideways.
I could not afford to play a chess match with him. I moved only in response to his techniques. I and Nakajima fell together down onto the press seats, which were about 1 metre below the Shiojo. So they fell 1 metre off the fucking stage.
Nice.
Into the press seats. Every time I fell with him, our heads and backs got slammed so hard that we became unable to breathe properly for a while.
Yep.
We both got up to the tatami while feeling half unconscious. Neither of us scored anything decisive, and the second round, overtime, started. I guess I was lucky. At the very moment he extended his right arm, I grabbed the sleeve of his right arm with my left hand and initiated Ippon Seal. This caught Nakajima off guard. I then scored Waza-ari while continuing a hard battle. I felt relieved and thought, now my victory has been secured. However, the next moment he delivered an intense Uchimata. By reflex, I lowered my hip and withstood this, but Nakajima must have calculated this. I felt relieved when I withstood the intense attack. I was very immature. My hip was raised step by step as he initiated the next attack. Kenken Uchimata. I could not withstand this attack any longer and collapsed, making a loud sound.
No.
He scored Waza-ari. In the latter half of round 2, I reversed Nakajima's Oso Agari and tried to pin him by Kuzakami Shiogatami. But he held my right leg with his legs and round 2 ended. He still had half guard, bro.
Yeah.
Threw him, he tried to pin him. My man still had half guard. After 30 minutes of battle, both my skin and dogi were soaked with sweat. Sweat was dripping in so much quantity that I could hardly open my eyes. I had to open my eyes alternately to see them. Before the next overtime, I and Nakajima sat by Cesar to bring our dogi to the proper position. I tried to untie the belt, so they were sitting at the edge of the mat on their knees,
when they're redoing their jackets and that.
facing each other, getting redressed. I tried to untie the belt, but I could not generate enough force in my hands to do so. The knot felt as hard as a stone. My fingers were almost completely powerless, so that it took me a long time to fix the dogi. Then I saw Nakajima extended his legs alternately, rubbing his calves with his hands. I thought, those legs are the key for victory. My boy is an anime character.
He is, isn't he?
He's even describing his story like it's an anime.
And he's like, yeah. Then there was a moment where I see him just rubbing his shins.
Just
and I was
rubbing his
thinking,
legs up.
Legs, eh?
I retightened my black belt and watched his motion carefully. As soon as the judge announced start, I tackled at his legs. My man shot. My man shooted at him. He fell from the buttock. I then caught him in Kuzuya Kami Shihogatami, thinking I could never win if I lost this chance, and frantically held him pinned. The long intense battle, which lasted 40 minutes, finally ended. I thought in futon, today's victory is a fluke. I had more stamina than Nakajima simply because I am younger than he is. Could I beat him again? Probably not. I would lose next time. Before the championship, I wanted to win All Japan Championship just once. Once the dream came true, I did not want to give up the title. I felt like defending the title again and again. I got up from futon, turned on the light and looked at my body. Neither my height, 169 centimetres, nor weight, 86 kilos, is outstanding. There was no guarantee that I could continue to defend the title judging from my body size. I kept on thinking, every day, I want to become a true winner. And about 10 days after this, I came up with a solid good idea. That is, triple effort. Yeah, my man's like...
I've been working at double effort at the minute. I need to fucking somehow triple it.
Until then, I practiced about 6 hours a day. I thought that practicing twice as much as others would be sufficient, since I had heard that others were practicing about 3 hours a day. In reality, that's literally what he's been doing, bro.
He's a numbers guy.
In reality, however, they had been practicing about 4 hours a day, which I found out later. But now I'm the champion, others would start to train 6 hours a day to beat me. I could not beat them as long as I trained as hard as others.
So he went up to 9 hours a day. That's tripling.
Isn't it? If my opponents train twice as hard as others, then I will train 3 times as hard as others, i.e. 9 hours a day. Yeah, you got it. This way I would gain...
boy, algebra boy. It's not a waste of time.
And I would do this every day. The accumulation of these extra hours will become my flesh and blood. That is my skills and mental power. This will automatically give me a real self-confidence. If I had this much accumulation, I would be able to fight as usual, even if I got sick with fever at 40 degrees centigrade. I practice triple effort every day.
Triple effort every day, bro.
Do you want to see a picture of man's lifting weights, doing the old chest press?
Yeah.
Look at my guy.
Holy fuck, look at the plates.
Yeah, there's so many plates on that. Isn't it?
Well, they're like clay plates.
That's a lot of plates.
About fucking 400-pound bench press.
Soon after I started triple effort, information on my rivals started to pour in. Such as in Kyoto and Tokyo, tough challengers are studying how to cope with Kimura's initial attack. They're carefully analysing Kimura's favourite techniques to come up with a method for defending against the techniques and countering them. And Hiro's 5th Dan of Osaka had already extended his training hours to 6 hours from 3 hours. Ishikawa, 5th Dan of Tokyo Police, had started training more than 6 hours a day. Initially, I listened to these informations with confidence, thinking, I'll never lose since I've been training more than 9 hours a day. However, after... He is the count, bruv. For real. He's counting the numbers, making sure it works.
Count, bruv.
However, after a while, I started to doubt my self-confidence. In those days, I was interested in Zen. I wanted to reach the state of no ego, discover secret judo techniques, and throw around tough opponents using these techniques.
Nice.
That's pretty dope. But also at the same time, like, he's looking for the secret fucking...
Yeah, he wants to break through. He wants a DMT with Joe Rogan rolling session.
He wants the fucking secret mythical judo moves. He's trying to unlock
Eddie Bravo shit.
He's trying to unlock his superpowers. Like, do you know when an anime character gets their mythical power?
Yeah.
This is it, bro. He's searching for it now.
Shit, son.
After all, humans are weak. When they get sick or get into trouble, they depend on God. I was no exception. I meditated trying to reach the state of no ego. I first struggled to reach the state of no ego, but soon I lost the force for struggling, forgot about tomorrow's bout and the fact that I was sitting. Soon after reaching the state, the character of win appeared in my mind, but the character soon got superimposed on the character of loss. However, my mind was already empty. I did not make any effort to get the character of win. I don't know how much time has elapsed since I started to sit. Suddenly my whole body became hot as if somebody poured boiling water over me from the top of my head.
Shit.
And my body started to tremble.
What's the first, before they go Super Saiyan?
When Goku learns the Kaioken.
Kaioken, that's it.
That's it. You're saying he just learnt the Kaioken?
Yeah, I think
he
that's it.
He actually is. He learnt the Kaioken
hot,
meditating. Holy shit, this man knows the Kaioken. I then noticed that the character of Win was shining at the centre of my forehead, as if it had been waiting for me to notice its appearance. I will win tomorrow's bouts. I was convinced of my victory with pleasure. I believed that it was a message from God that can be given only to those who push to the maximum limit of physical and mental strength and get to the border between life and death.
Nice.
That is the... To be fair, though, when you are in a fight camp and you're training hard as fuck, that is... I swear to God, I've had that thought where you go, yeah, bruv, it's that point of life and death of I'm just going.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just you just keep going. Yeah. It's like the whole Bruce Lee bit when someone used to say that they was out running with Bruce Lee. And they're like, I can't go any further. I'm going to die. And then so Bruce Lee was like, then fucking die, but otherwise keep going.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with weight cuts included in it. Like, you're also at a deficit the entire time in doing a weight that was
the hell of it, bro.
To get into the special, like, because in judo it's teams, isn't it? So you have one lightweight, one middleweight.
Yeah, that's it.
So you might get cut if you don't come in on weight.
That's it. Also, actually, what was he, 86 kg? Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so he could just come in at, I think he was trying to get to be the heavyweight guy, though.
Yeah. But as in, like, it's not just the game of death, like fighting to display who killed who. Yeah. Like his sensei said. Yeah. It's also you're pushing your body to the limit of you could nearly die. Your mind, at least, you're not actually pushing your body. I was about to say, you're not pushing your body. Like, I'm gasping, I'm going to die.
Yeah, I think a lot of time with training and that, when you get into it, you're not pushing the body of I'm dying, you're pushing the mind. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? There's so many times. I remember one time doing hill sprints, and this happened a few times at this one spot. It was like a fucking horrible bit. It was like a Sonic fucking level. Yeah. Like there's a little jog in between, then one hill, then the other hill, the other side. Pipe, yeah, it was a half pipe of fucking hills. Sprints, it was Tony Hawk sprints, bruv. And I remember a couple of times when I did that, I was like, I'm going to be sick. Like, you literally feel like you're going to be sick in the stomach. And I just said, okay, in my head I kept saying, well, feeling like you're going to be sick means go faster. Yeah. And it worked every time. I wasn't sick and I just went faster. Yeah. I was like, fucking A then.
Yeah, shit like that always works. Yeah. Because you're like desperate. It's like, if you think about it, the we don't even trust each other to make things. Your body don't trust you. You could potentially lift half a ton.
Yeah.
But your body would never let you.
Yeah,
the googly eye tendons are like, no, that'll damage too much muscle and bone and shit. Yeah. We're not going to bother with that.
Yeah, that's it.
Same as like everything.
It's the all
running
or nothing,
really
isn't
far.
it?
It's like you get an alert when you got about a quarter of a tank of petrol left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you haven't reached the limit, but the car's pretending so that you don't ruin the engine.
That's it. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Where did we get to it then? I was convinced of my victory with pleasure. I believe that if it was a message from God that can be only given to those who push the maximum limit of life and death, if I had pursued only pleasure, I would have seen the character of loss. God sides with only those who challenge a difficult task despite the possibility of death. Even though I had no special belief in any religion, it was my interpretation of the existence of God.
Yeah, boy.
That's a good one.
Yahweh.
Yeah, man. You got a good one there. I then calmed down from the joyful feeling of victory, turned on the light of the room and prayed for protection from various gods.
Oh no, he blasphemed straight away.
I also prayed to the ancestors of the Kimura family. Centuries ago...
That's your best bet.
Yeah. Centuries ago, it said Musashi Miyamoto, who was the greatest sword master in history, visited a shrine before his battle with the Yoshioka family and tried to pull a bell uttering, "God, please protect me," but regained calmness and did not ring the bell. I do not count on gods, it was his motto. I thought if I had lived in the same era as Musashi, pursued the way of the sword and fought Musashi, I would never lose. Shit. That's a bold statement, bro.
That is a bold statement. So what he's saying now is God is greater than blasphemy, because like I don't mind praying.
Yeah.
Miyamoto was like, I'm so hard I don't have to pray.
Yeah, yeah.
But I stay prayed up and I'll beat him anyway.
Yeah, that's it. That is what he's saying, isn't it? That is exactly what he's saying.
That's frat boy talk. Like he's training 9 hours a day. He hasn't been to a class in like 10 years. He's out catching frogs, doing weird inverted press-ups.
At worst, the fight would go even. The confidence based on the fact that I trained to the limit of my mental and physical capacity made me think so. Didn't Musashi really ring the bell? No, he must have. Being a man who engaged in life or death combat like me, he would definitely have rung the bell. Once I reached this stage, I wrote championship victory, my name and today's date, the day before the bout, using a brush. To my eyes, tall opponents looked short, and big opponents looked small. An old opponent who was bigger than I, whom I met recently, said to me that I looked big.
Yes! That's the greatest compliment a man can ever receive. Unless you're being a fat cunt. And so, like, because people say big to not say fat nowadays. It's like, she's a big girl and that.
Yeah.
But the greatest thing you can ever say to your training bro or your competitor, you're looking big, son.
Yeah.
You're a big dude.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
You're looking big.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And an old chavvy of it. And it's nice to know that even back in the day, we're talking like mid-century, 1900s, Japanese dudes doing judo were turning to each other going, "You look big, bro." Nice, man. That's good. The 8th All Japan Championship was held on October 16th and 17th, 1938 in Kodokan. My first opponent...
It was Olympics that year, wasn't there?
There was an Olympics that year.
Or was it 36?
No, it was 36. I think the Olympics already happened. Why is he not on the Olympic team? What's going on?
Was judo even in until Japan had a thing?
Oh, I don't know, actually. Good point. Yeah,
It wasn't even a thing yet.
It probably wasn't even a thing. My first opponent was Tadashi Ichido, 5th Dan. I beat him Ouchigari. Nakajima, 6th Dan, whom I fought last year in the final, lost to Keiichi Ogawa, 4th Dan, by dominance in the elimination round. In the semi-final, I faced Buni Toshiro, 6th Dan, who was called Master of Kanabasami, crab scissors. I have no idea what that is. Maybe that's the Walls of Jericho.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. The Boston crab.
Yeah. He's put.
That's the Japanese equivalent.
Or it might be, do you know when you like slide and go both legs?
Yeah.
That sounds like crab scissors because it's coming from the side like claws.
Yeah, true.
And it's like scissors.
Shit. Or maybe it just means you've got one big grip on you. The crab's always got one big hand.
Yeah.
So watch out for his crab scissors on his left hand because he'll fucking grip you. And then he'll eat you with the right, bruv. Don't worry about that.
He attempted the crab scissors on my right leg as soon as the bout started. So maybe
it's definitely a leg attack. It might be what you're on about.
Yeah,
the scissors,
but on one leg
scissors.
he's doing. Yeah,
Like what an Angelina Jolie sort of action character would do.
Yeah, that's it. I had, however, already fully studied countermeasures against this technique. Since I had bent my right knee, raising my right heel, even though Toshiro managed to hook his legs, he could not rotate his body sufficiently. As a result, he fell to the floor and slammed his right shoulder onto the tatami.
Fatty collarbone.
He suffered a broken shoulder bone and became unable to continue.
That's a classic judo move.
Yeah,
the collarbone is always broke.
Man, that was magic. That was a good magic guess, cuz.
I'm a sports injury professional.
It does feel like a bit sometimes like we're giving commentary on old judo matches today.
Yeah. So wait, wasn't that the move we got put away with in the first try to do stats as well? Like the baseball guys.
In other bracket, Agawa with 4th dan faced Hiroshi 5th dan, and Agawa with 4th dan won by dominance. Agawa with 4th dan was over 187 centimetres and chunky. Big boy.
Husky boy.
He was good at right uchimata and ouchigari. When the final bout started, I attempted osotogari. That's his throw, bro. The outside leg trip. He loves
the big like low dipping trip.
Yeah. Step back, big whop.
Big like you got like a dragon tail on you. You ain't fully rotated it, but it's all the way
no
out.
Rotate. It's more of like a step, hips, get them off balance before we step. It's all about the setup, bro.
Like
he used to. So another little
pistol squat.
No, you don't. Not like that. No. He used to practice this.
Short people maybe just have to adapt other moves for that.
No, for real, that's not this. This Sotogari is more of like the step kick, more of a kick, not a leg straight.
Oh, knock the back on a flip forward. Yeah.
So it said that this 9 hours a day training he used to do. After this little paragraph, I'll read you his regime if you want.
Yeah,
it's a fucking sick one.
That'll be like one of them YouTube ones.
Yeah.
What's his name? Rich Piano. 3 hour intense workout.
He practiced that specific throw like something ridiculous, like 900 times a day on a tree.
Yeah. On a tree?
Yeah.
And it started to come up from the roots. He knew he was ready. He's one enemy and motherfucker.
Where we got to? But immediately attempted Uchimata 3 times in sequence. I crushed this. Actually, I don't know if I got to that.
Crash this. I don't think
Crash this. So he's just talked about Chunky Boy, right?
Yeah, the guy's chunky.
He was good at right Uchimata and Ouchigari. Yeah. When the final bout started, I attempted Osatogari, but immediately attempted Uchimata 3 times in the sequence. Uchimata's a sick one, to be fair, bro.
Yeah, Uchimata's one of my favourites.
Yeah,
it's like a Ronda Rousey move.
Yeah, it is. It's fucking dope. I crushed this, cutting his hold on my sleeves.
Especially off the cage.
Yeah. Agawa fell down onto the tatami. I immediately pinned him down and held him in Kuzikami Kushio Gatame. He tried to escape but failed. I scored Ippon in less than 2 minutes. I will not be content with this. I will win next year also. I vowed to myself holding the championship flag.
Nice.
So let me find you Kimura's workout, because it's actually a fucking Donny one, bro. Absolute fucking king of it. Do you know what I mean?
Ultimate pump,
bro. Especially like the old, like you said.
Did he have training partners in shifts?
Well, his training partners actually banned him for practicing Osotogari after a while. They were like, son, no, it's too much.
Yeah, my legs are facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
You've done it to me 30,000 times this week.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
You've spun my organ around and my doctor says no good. Either start doing it off the left. No, you can't stop doing it.
But yeah, he's absolutely fucking wild boy at this point. So I think, what's this now? His second championship?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I know.
He had junior championships, didn't he? But he didn't count until
no. These are like
and shit like that.
These are the big like Japan championships, the big ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So is this solo or?
This is Masahiko Kimura's daily training regime. Kimura trained 6 days a week. 1,000 push-ups or Hindu push-ups. Bunny hop a kilometre. He's still up to that. Headstands 3 times 3 minutes against the wall. So 3 sets, 3 minutes.
Isometrics, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Judo practice, 100 throws.
Just pick a throw.
Pick a throw. 100, oh, yeah, I guess it would be. Or just, yeah, it would 100 times, maybe a couple of others. 1 arm barbell lift and press, 15 reps each side. Or bench press, 3 sets, 3 2 and 1 reps. My man's maxing out here.
Yeah, boy.
200 sit-ups off partner's back or decline sit-ups. 200 squats with partner, log, barbell or sandbag. Up to between 150 pounds and 200 pounds.
Fucking hell.
Judo practice, 100 drills of submissions. My man's out here drilling. 500 Shuto, knife hand strikes. Wabba!
Karate chopping
Yeah,
shit.
because by now I think he's met Masayama. I'll give you some little him and Masayama bits for you. Because
So
I don't
his
think he
hands
comes...
will be all calloused up like a real fucking dog.
Yeah, that's what Masayama's thing was just to gnaw your body up to make it a fucking weapon.
Makiwaras, what do they call them? Bamboo swords. Shien.
Yeah, something like that. Judo practice...
Shinai.
Shinai, that's it.
Beating the fuck out of each other with them.
Judo practice, 100 entries. Judo randori, so sparring, 3-minute rounds. Practice throws, particularly Uchimata, against a tree for 1 hour. Additional judo practice, 1 hour. That was his regime.
That's pretty fucking intense.
It's a pretty serious one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all day. It must have been on the protein shakes, pre-protein shakes.
The pre-protein.
You must have had like some rotisserie chickens there with them in the chin.
What do you reckon PEDs were back then, bro? Just cocaine?
No, it would have been some cool shit that grows in the jungle that we've made extinct by now.
You sure it wasn't like speed or some shit?
Yeah, basically the same, but better for you. It's like mystical Chinese berries.
The 9th Japan Championship, the name was changed from All Japan Championship, was held on October 21st and 22nd, 1939, just as the war's breaking out. My first opponent was Shiichi Nakamura, 5th Dan. I scored... Yes, I think the Rape of Nanking's way already happened by now. So at least he weren't there.
Yeah, he might not want to mention that in his autobiography.
Well, come on, if you're back at home doing the Judo Championships...
But this is where they've probably perfected some of the karate moves, bruv.
Yeah.
Some of the last, additions to sword style.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Kendo is one, but then you got Aido.
Yeah.
That one. There's all different words for sword and all different dos.
Yeah.
One of them, the last time they added to it, was when they were beheading Americans on ships.
Oh shit, for real. Damn, that's wild.
They added a new thing to be like, this is how you do an American.
Yeah. Oh god damn. My first opponent was Shiichi Nakamura, 5th Dan. Scored Ippon from him by Sotogari. My second opponent was Katsutaro Sato, 5th Dan. I beat him by Osoto Otoshi in less than 1 minute. The third opponent was Kiyoyoshi Ida, 5th Dan. He held a low stance to prevent me from attempting any offence. I swung at him to the right and threw him by Osoto Makikomi. In the quarter semi-final, I faced Hidesanosuke Sugimoto, 5th Dan. I first attempted Seoinage, but it had no effect on him. Soon after this, I attempted Surikomi Goshi. I dropped my hip sufficiently low and quickly rose. He could not withstand and flew up in the air. I scored Ippon in the semi-final. I faced Tadashi Ochi. Tadashi Ochi. 5th Dan. He was very good at Newaza. As soon as the bout started, he attempted Tomonagi. Oh yeah, my boy's is real going for the big sweep. Tomonagi's the old Ryuken foot back.
Oh yeah, they're my favourite.
Yeah, bruv.
Tomonagi is it?
Yeah. That's what he's attempting on him. My man's got the real jiu-jitsu sweeps.
So that's technically a guard pull, though, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, no, it's a throw, bruv. It's a throw.
You go backwards.
You do go backwards, but it's foot on the hip, or unless you go butterfly with it, it's whatever you prefer.
I used to like it from kneeling.
You can't do it from kneeling. Don't be gay.
Yeah. Start from kneeling and then just plop.
I then pulled him up. Hold up. He attempted Tomonagi to take the fight to the ground for Newaza. I went to the ground to engage in Newaza, but he was so good at Newaza. It was not easy to mount an offence on him. My man's got sick jiu-jitsu. Yeah, I then pulled him up and attempted a Sotogari. Oh, so he did get back up. He resisted for a while, but I changed to Osoto Otoshi and scored Ippon. This
goes to show you can always just stand up.
Yeah, that's it. Like
whenever
Derek
you get
Lewis.
a bit Newaza in life, just stand up.
In the other bracket, Katsumi Tokizani, 5th Dan, beat Iyasaku Iyama, 6th Dan, by dominance. When I entered the locker room before the final, Tokizani, 5th Dan, appeared. He asked me, "What technique will you use in the final?" I said, "I cannot say such a thing, bruv." He then said...
Fucking asking me for?
Yeah, what are you getting at me for that, bruv? You are good at Osotogari, aren't you? I pondered for a while and said, That is not the only technique I am good at.
I'm good at everything, bitch.
But I will use Osotogari in the final. Are you positive? Yes. He then nodded and left the locker room. The final started. He pulled back his right leg and took a defensive posture against Osotogari.
But it's a double bluff. Tap slap, I reckon.
I pushed my whole body against him and changed to Osoto Otoshi. He fell down, making a loud sound like a slam log. I won the national title for the third time.
So you get for fucking not being too many mind, bro.
Yeah, that's it. He tried punking him out. What technique are you gonna get me with?
Fucking little snake, bro.
In judo, when one grabs the opponent's sleeve or lapel, one uses 4 fingers of each hand extending the thumbs. Whether one pushes or pulls the opponent without pressing the thumbs hard, one cannot grab firmly, and the speed is reduced. Moreover, the opponent can easily cut off your hold on the sleeve or lapel. The 4 fingers generate an inward force, and the thumb creates the opposing force, creating a firm grip. Therefore, not using the thumb goes against the principle of dynamics. Even though I know the efficiency of using the thumb, it was not easy for me to actually master it. Today, no matter what judo practice or bout I see, I do not see anyone grabbing with 5 fingers, which is disappointing. One day when I visited karate club of Takushuku University to see a karate practice, I noticed that everyone was punching with his thumb over the pointing finger and middle finger. I thought they were all doing so to prevent the thumb from getting jammed on impact. I came to a conclusion that if I practiced Makiwara karate strikes, I would be able to grab with 5 fingers in judo.
Yeah, nice.
As soon as I got home, I started Makiwara strikes. After I practiced it every day for 3 months, I found my hands grabbing my opponent's dogi firmly with 5 fingers. I discovered many things only after I struck a Makiwara. I had thought that for anyone who don't know, that's the old fucking start of John Wick 4, the board with the wood plank on it and you're just punching it. Karate style, bruv.
But imagine the fucking arthritis he had. Not like arthritis, but like the tendon injuries and that from doing 9 hours of judo a day.
Yeah.
And before that, he was going 6 and 3 hours at a time. Do you know what I mean? His hands must have been in them like a bear claw shape forever.
And then he's still hitting
and
the
it's like thumbs wouldn't shut. And then he's like just beating his hands into shape. Like, yeah, I can. I can still grab a little.
I thought that those who were trained in judo would have strong fingertips, elbow, wrists and fists. But when I actually struck the Makiwara, my fingertips, elbow, wrists and fists all hurt numbingly. Such weak fingertips, elbow, wrists and fists are useless.
It's like a motherfucking Dr. Seuss novel. I do not like these wrists that flip. I do not like these digits.
That is actually a wild paragraph to read. Let's do that again. But when I actually struck the Makiwara, my fingertips, elbow, wrists and fists all hurt numbingly. Such weak fingertips, elbow, wrists and fists are useless in pulling the opponent or controlling the opponent or using elbows or wrists. Nice.
Or fists. When you're wristing your fist.
I therefore slammed these weak parts onto Makiwara and strengthened them in preparation for bouts. I struck
that's something like I don't do it anymore, but doing like put your wrist flat on the floor for a press up, like your palms facing upwards.
I don't do it for a push up.
Mental
but
shit.
I do it for a stretch for my forearms after a forearm one.
Yeah,
it's a good one for a forearm stretch, bro.
But just try it. Like I see it on Drunken Master, just a flat wrist.
It's just wrist locking
it's the
yourself
most
on a
painful
push-up
shit.
is what you're saying.
Huh?
You're wrist locking yourself on a push up.
No, it's like you're pushing a shield.
Oh god damn. Oh, okay, yeah, I guess. Yeah, but it's also like a wrist lock.
Yeah. Opposite of a wrist lock.
I therefore slammed these weak parts onto Makiwara and strengthened them in preparation for bouts. I struck Makiwara with knife hand, backhand, and thrust 4 fingers into a sandbox. He's going real karate.
The sandbox is the shit.
I did this 1,000 times a day. In this way, I developed still like strong hands. Later on, I got interested in karate and learned Shorinji Ryu. So that's Shotokan. Under the guidance of Master Funakoshi for a little over 2 years.
Lame.
I don't think he's met... Oh, okay, he's about to meet Miss Masahiko, Rob.
Boy.
After this, I learned Goju-Ryu karate from Master So, who was a great master of Goju-Ryu.
Goju-Ryu's a little bit harder than Shotokan.
And
he's making his way up.
Yeah, and eventually became an assistant instructor in his dojo. So Masayama, who was 7 years junior to Kimura, practiced karate in these dojo during the same period.
Oh shit, son!
After I finished judo practice, here's a picture of the boys together. Kimura on the left with Masayama on the right, bro.
Yeah, boy.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a sick one.
I like Masayama wearing the leather jacket, bro.
Yeah, it's like just a tough guy.
After I finished judo practice at Takashuku University, I went to Kodokan and practiced with top members of Meiji University, Waseda University, Tokyo Police and Ministry of Rural Affairs. I slammed 23 or 24 4th or 5th dan tough men one after another and attacked them freely. Every day at Tokyo Police in Kodokan, about 10 men had a concussion and lost consciousness caused by my Sotogare. Fucking hell.
He was just a kumite master, bro. This is where fucking Masayama must have got the idea. Watching him tear through whole divisions.
This probably is where he got the idea, isn't it? Just watch Kimura.
These are the gyms he grew up in, where this is how everyone was acting, and Kimura was the only fucking absolute monster out of all of them.
Many of them eventually started to beg me not to use Sotogare. Shit, man. You can't just be turning up and giving 10 men a night concussions. Yeah. You can't be doing that. That's just rude, bruv.
Well, better learn not to land on your head then, 'cause this is a dojo smash.
In spring 1940, I was seeded to enter Tenran Shiai. It's a championship in attendance by the Emperor.
Ooh.
Yeah, bruv. Tenran Shiai was...
only like sumo.
Tenran... Well, apparently this one likes judo, bruv.
Good man.
He's the World War II Emperor.
Oh, sick. He's a nutcase.
Tenran Shiai was held on June 18th and 19th. My first opponent was 22-year-old Ogata 5th Dan of Japan Physical Education University. He was good at Susuri Komigoshi, Osotogari, and Kouchi-gari. Soon after the bout started, he attempted left Surikomi-goshi in sequence. He then delivered Kouchi-gari and Ouchi-gari. I pulled him toward me to demobilize him. He tried to move, I then let go of him momentarily. He thought he found an opening and immediately attempted a low Surikomi-goshi. When I reversed this, he got slammed hard on tatami, which resulted in an ippon. Nice. In the second bout, I faced Kouchi Takamura, an active Navy officer, out here fighting military men and cops every day.
Yeah, boy.
Immediately before the bout, Mr. Akira Otani, who was my Shihan, at Takashuku University and the winner of Tenran Shiai held in 33, walked up to me and said, "Takamura is a master of Taitoshi. You've beaten 4 times in a row with Taitoshi. Be careful. Finish him quickly." I'd never practiced with Takamura. When he pulled his right leg backward a little bit, I delivered Ouchi-gari. I scored Wazari when he returned to the centre of the platform and the bout was restarted. I attempted Osotogari and scored ippon. The bout ended in 1 minute 35 seconds. The third opponent was Isao Utati, 5th Dan from Kyoto. He was much taller and heavier than I and had formidable skills. He first pushed my chest with his hands, gave him the old fucking pub push. Yeah. You gotta throw that in sometimes.
A little fake before a level change, so how they're gonna react.
He then attacked me with Osotogari. He attacked him with his own throw, bruv. I was trying to find out what technique he was trying to attempt, at what timing. I held my hip low so that I could hold balance against any type of attack. I attempted Osotogari myself, but he dodged it past the 4 minute 35 second mark. I delivered Osotogari again. He pulled his right leg backwards and resisted the pressure of Osotogari while arching his whole body. But I applied my weight over him and changed from Osotogari to Osoto Otoshi. He then fell onto the floor head first.
Nice.
Ippon.
So you just smashed the whole tournament.
You just smashed the whole
Straight Ippons nearly.
In front of the Emperor.
Yeah, boy.
During
the
World
Emperor's
War
thinking
II.
should just fucking drop him on Pearl Harbor.
In the first bout of semi-final, Takahiko Ishikawa, 5th Dan, defeated Ryokichi Hirata, 6th Dan, by dominance. In the second bout of semi-final, I faced Hiroshi, 5th Dan. I'd beat him twice before by dominance. I had decided to score ippon from him this time. As soon as we got hold of each other, I attempted Osotogari. Hiroshi defended this well, returned the offence with left and right Haragoshi. I countered these Maegoshi and repelled him. Hiroshi then delivered Ouchi-gari, but it collided with my Osotogari, and we both fell together. Lol. That's quite funny, bro. I tried to initiate Niwaza, but Hiroshi stood up. Again, if someone's trying the jiu-jitsu on you,
just stand up on them.
Kimura saying just stand up. I attempted a Sotogari for the 3rd time, but had no effect, and we got out of the platform. Attempted a Sotogari for the 4th time with full force. God damn, he's cheese master in this move. He quickly pulled his right leg backward and resisted the pressure. I then changed to a Soto Otoshi and applied my body weight over him. He fell to the floor head first. I scored Ippon. Later on, when I met him and the topic got to 10 round Shiai, he said, since I'd heard that you were training 6 hours a day, I trained 6.5. Punk. Punk don't know about the 9 hours.
Yeah.
I thought I was ready to beat you. I did not even imagine that you were training as much as 9 hours a day. There's a photo of the throw. There's a little photo of the throw for you, bro.
Oh, deep in that throw, boy.
Deep in that throw. In final, I faced Ishikawa 5th Dan. He was taller and heavier than I, but I had beaten him twice by Ippon with 2 or 3 minutes before. In those days, my main answers for Shiai were Surikomi Goshi, Ouchi Gari, Ippon Seo, Okuari Ashibarai, Diashibarai, Ogoshi, Harai Goshi, and Osotogari. Applied, for example, Osotogari in a different manner depending on whether the opponent was large or small, and whether the opponent used the left or right variation grip. Therefore, I was able to adjust my technique to any type of opponent. Weakness can be turned into strength by research. Weakness and strength are not at opposing poles, but adjacent to each other, separated by a sheet of paper.
Oi.
That's a good bit.
That's good, isn't it?
The final started. Ishikawa 5th Dan grabbed my back lapel with his right hand. He then pulled his right elbow. I cut this grip by force. Next moment, I grabbed his left sleeve with my right hand, dropped my hip and initiated Ippon Seo. Ishikawa had anticipated this move and had already bent his right knee. He hopped to my right side and evaded my Ippon Seo, but I watched how he hopped in this moment. The next attack method flashed in my head. This dude is fucking living life as a cartoon, bruv.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? For real.
Like main character energy.
Yeah. He kept the hold of my back lapel. I attempted Ippon Seo again, but this time I stepped in less than last time. He hopped again to evade the Ippon Seo. However, my right palm had been pressed on his right kneecap at the moment. His total body weight got loaded onto his right leg using the rightward momentum he generated when he hopped to the right. I rolled him in the forward rightward direction. I scored Ippon 42-second mark. Sounds like he hit him with the knee tap, bruv.
Yeah, so he tempted him to go one way and then used his over-exaggeration to the right.
Yeah, with a little knee tap, which you could do back in the days. Judo, you can't leg grab now, but
yeah,
back in the day,
because some of the other ones you were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Ashis, I think. Ashi Barai. I think they're more like wrestling takedowns as well.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like a belly-to-belly one.
But yeah, he was doing them back then still.
So what? So if there was no judo in the Olympics, you could have gone for Roman Greco.
Yeah, for real.
That would have been easy enough. Just learn how to not use a jacket.
Yeah, but the
jacket. Just get Danaher.
Yeah, just get Danaher down.
Eddie Bravo.
Funny enough, bro, we was watching.
Yeah,
Isn't that weird? We was watching Kimura clips and it automatically went to a Danaher podcast. It's saying maybe that's. I actually know. I doubt Kimura was as, same way as.
Yeah, he probably didn't like training as much. You know what I
mean? Yeah. After I graduated from Takashuko University in March 1941, I remained in the university as an assistant in the Department of Martial Arts. Because of my achievement during my student days, I was paid a salary higher than full professor's salary. He's getting paid to be a judo professor, bruv.
Yeah, boy. It's like those American universities where all their funding goes to the football team.
It's all going to the judo team.
Yeah, they got our judo fucking coach has won every championship in front of the emperor ever.
Yeah,
he's a fucking monster. Send your kids here.
He's literally is like.
And then they're like, we need new crayons in the art department. They're like, shut the fuck up. We've got a 20,000 seat arena to build here. And I'm not feeling your positivity.
We got to feed Kimura. Do you know how many fucking push-ups this geezer's doing?
Yeah.
Do you know how many fucking... Have you seen him bunny hopping out in the court?
Yeah. We've got so many carrots. We've got to give this motherfucker after he bunny hops.
He's getting paid higher than a full professor's salary as well. So yeah, that's 100% what's going on.
Who's the big quarterback?
However, since I was scheduled to join the military 8 months later, bum.
Oh, he's getting drafted.
He's about to head over. I resigned the university in November 1941 and returned to my home in Kumamoto. On January 11th, 1942, I entered a Maki air defense unit. One day there was an announcement that a master of Judo, Jukendo, so is
They wear the helmets, don't they? Kujo and Jukendo.
No, it's martial art for using bayonet.
Oh.
Created exclusive for the military
I thought
use.
It was the crossover where they do the Aikido throws with the swords.
No, they use the same kendo shit. It's like that, like wear all the kendo shit, but their weapon is a weapon shaped like a military rifle conjoined with a bayonet.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Kudo Bayo, is it called?
It is called Jukendo.
Jukendo.
Yeah. And so this top Jukendo dude has just been told that he's about to...
Jukendo.
Jukendo.
How to juk a man.
How to
juk a man. Translates the juk up though.
So there was an announcement that a master of how to juk a dude, he's regarded as number 1 in Japan and was 8th Dan.
That's just rude. Don't say that in front of Kimura.
No, at this. He was number 1 at this, at Jukendo.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I thought everyone was like, he's number 1 in the whole country.
Nah.
Him and Masahiko brings you down to 3rd, bitch. He's like, 10 hours!
While in the military still.
Yeah.
All the members of the unit got together in the field at 1 p.m. to receive instruction from Mr. Y. He explained the basics. Oh, he's only dropping a fucking name like this, bro. Do you know that this means he fucked him up?
Mr. White.
No, Mr. Y. The letter Y.
Oh, yeah, it's like a guy who got humiliated.
He explained the basics of thrust and defence. He then looked around us and said, any volunteer for practice with me? Come forward without any reservation.
No Native Americans then.
But nobody came forward. If I engaged in a match with such a master, I would get humiliated or could get killed, men around me whispered. Suddenly, Captain called my name. Now I cannot retreat. In it, I walked up to the master as slowly as possible to buy time and come up with a workable strategy. If I engage in a bayonet combat, there is no way I can win. It would be like a fight between an adult and a child, since I had never held a wooden gun in my life. We bowed to each other and held the wooden gun toward each other. I tensed up. The instructor said, thrust, come on, what's the matter? I knew I would lose as soon as I thrust the gun at him, so I waited for the right moment for the attack. I feinted a thrust and then threw the wooden gun at his face with full force. At that moment, he deflected the wooden gun. I tackled at his knees, fell to the ground, I mounted on his chest, removed his face guard despite his shouting, wait, and tried to deliver a finishing blow to his face. He double-legged the jabber.
Yeah, he fucking chocolate-held that shit.
Yeah, he threw the rifle at him and hit him with a double leg, then got on top and started tearing his mask off like a fucking animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair play, bro.
Boxing with a bear, cuz.
Yeah, he is.
I thought you said you were the best in the country at this shit.
Yeah, that's it. And he just fucking tore you up.
And you called me out.
He did call... Well, no, the captain called him out.
So?
Someone called him out. The hierarchy called him out.
Yeah, it feels arranged. Put me on the spot.
Stop, it's over. Captain stepped in and separated us, but it was clear that I won the fight. Yeah, I think so, bruv. Quite clear. We knew you was going to win it when you started calling him Mr. Y.
Yeah. Yeah. He was like, why? The whole time after that.
The master looked as if he had not understood what happened to him, dropped his head and left the scene. If I had lost the match, I might not be here today. One day an announcement, if you wish to go to the battlefield, report to the captain, was posted. I volunteered.
Yeah, boy.
Special 5-day vacation was given to all the volunteers. I went back to my parents' house. After I returned from the vacation, captain of the unit called me. He said, I've known about your achievement in judo. I like judo too, and often practiced in Kodokan. Compared with you, I must be like a kid, but still got the 4th dan. He poured whiskey into a glass and continued. The match you did with the Jukendo master was very interesting. First, nobody stepped forward. I knew nobody had a chance against him since he was the best master in the country. But if nobody volunteered, the dignity of our unit would be tarnished. So even though I thought I would be discourteous to you, I picked you. But once the match started, I got badly shaken when I saw your posture, since you looked like a complete novice. Yes, that is right. I've never grabbed a wooden gun. I thought so, but I did not even imagine the tactics you used. I felt like bowing to you, thinking after all, a man who excels in one art is different from others. After the match, Mr. Y came to me and asked, who in the world is he? I then told him about your achievements. He was deeply impressed, saying no wonder he is the #1 judo master in the world.
Oi.
He's getting recognition during the World War, bruv.
Yeah. This is like that scene in fucking Kurohobi. Where they take over the dojo to the best one, force them to train the soldiers.
Yeah.
So that sort of fucked up era.
It's fucking... That is some wild shit as well. Because, man, look, I know everyone... Obviously, the big bad Nazis of World War II. But Japan were pretty fucking naughty during that war.
Nah, they were right. It's just, as historians, we don't focus on that. There was one bad guy, otherwise it gets too complicated. Otherwise you start thinking maybe everyone at this time was just a bad guy.
Yeah, fair. He then paused and turned his eyes downward, engaging in thought. He continued, "This is a super top secret, so do not tell this to anyone." He's telling the whole world, bruv. Kimura, you're fucking the base here, bruv. Loose lips, brother.
Yeah.
He lowered his voice tone and said, "Do you really want to go to the battlefield?" "Yes, absolutely,"
No shit.
Kimura said. "Really? But that's a problem." I had no idea about what the problem was. "You will be sent to the Solomon Islands," he said.
They're ours.
It's oh, they're being not. See, they're being rude to hear us, bruv. It is certain that B-29s will be waiting for our unit. Our plan is absolutely reckless. All the members on board will perish in the ocean. Don't you think it's better to use your talent in judo and work for the benefit of your country instead of wasting your life on the battlefield? I think that is the right thing for you. Do you still want to go to the battlefield? I replied. Yeah.
Yeah, for
I
Japan,
do.
bro.
Suddenly his tone of voice changed. "My order is Emperor's orders. You are not allowed to go."
Motherfucker.
The Emperor ordered that Kimura is not allowed to on the battlefield, bruv.
That's shit. That's like not playing your queen in chess.
Yeah.
It's being too scared of losing your queen.
Yeah.
What if it's just what you need?
What if it is exactly what you need?
A little Dutch checkmate and that.
But I don't think, to be fair, right, Kimura's a bad man, but I don't think he's taking on a fucking B-29 bomber, bruv.
You never know until you find out. He's lived an enemy life up until now.
That would be
He
the
could
old
have thrown
man.
a rock at him or something. He would have thrown a wooden bayonet all the way up there.
He would have got someone to throw... He would have got into a cannon of a ship. Got shot out the cannon. And judoed the B-29 to the floor.
Both his wings into like a gi choke. Right down to the floor.
That's exactly what would have happened, bruv.
That's the speciality, is hitting people with the earth. You think a fucking airplane's any different? That's the best thing. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
After all, it became an order. I had to follow his order. I said I will withdraw my volunteer application. He then said, "Very good, very good." He murmured.
What about my fucking 5 days holiday, boy?
He already got his 5 days holiday.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, this happened when he came back.
Oh, nice. That's the best fucking option.
Innit? Later on,
I'm going to go see that bird from back home for the weekend.
Yeah, and then came back and they were
It's
like...
worth my life.
And then he came back and then they was like, "Yeah, Emperor said you can't go, bro." He's got to be one of the last people to get that fucking mythical thing.
He just told the birds as well, I might never see you again. I'm leaving tomorrow on that battleship.
Now he's thinking, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, fuck. You went raw in all of them.
Let's see where we got to. Oh yes, very, very good, the dude murmured. Later on, I heard that the transportation ship unit I was going to get on board was discovered by B-29s immediately before reaching Solomon Islands, had oil scattered over the entire deck, received numerous bombs and was engulfed in flames.
Fuck me.
Of over 500 and several 10 members, only one of them survived and managed to swim to a nearby island despite a severe burn. Shit. So I don't think maybe that one guy was meant to be Kimura.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking as well. He would have been like, what a cunt. That was my place. I was meant to be last man standing on that boat. Imagine how good that would look on my CV.
In retrospect, I owe my life to this captain. Judo moved him and saved my life. I got married on July 1st, 1945. That day at night, 300 B-29s suddenly attacked my town. Fuck. 300 fucking airships.
Is this where he gets that Dan Gable?
Is this where he fucking wrestles a plane up the sky?
Yeah.
Thundering sounds of machine guns sweep and the sound of explosion woke me up. ran down the stairs, pulled and lifted 2 straw mats to create a shield, and hid my parents and wife underneath the mats. Don't know if straw's going to stop machine gun bullets, bro. But
better than nothing. Better than nothing. It's more about not letting the women see cool shit.
But I judged that being in the house was dangerous and took them into a nearby mulberry field while dodging bullets. Bombs exploded one after another. The town was engulfed in flames. People ran in panic. Children were crying and screaming with fear. My peaceful town was changed into a hell in a moment.
Now he wants to really go battle, bruv.
Fortunately, my family managed to escape the hell. Soon the war ended. He's not saying how.
Yeah.
In November 1945, we all know how. There's a new movie about it.
It was just far enough that he was doing schmores. He got a 5-millisecond schmore. Wow.
First microwave.
Yeah.
Great Japan Butokukai was ordered to close. And Judo and Kendo were banned.
No more fucking being cool, guys.
No more being cool.
You went too far with the old martial arts, and now look.
We had to hit you with a fucking exploding sun to be like, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop being so fucking deadly.
Land of the Rising Sun. I was fine, like their map has been a fucking nuke this whole time.
Yeah,
not their
yeah.
map, their flag.
Their flag, the Imperial Japanese flag, the Rising
Destiny.
Sun flag. It was a destiny, wasn't it? That's wild, actually.
It's Japanese as fuck, son.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Full of wisdom and that.
Yeah, fuck, they knew.
I think they just see it. Like, they didn't know, like, they weren't waiting for it to happen, but when it happened, they were like, who knew, eh? Just, didn't that look... Oh, fuck, no, anyway.
Yeah, so I can't believe they banned it. Actually, no, I can't believe they banned it after World War II.
Yeah.
Boys, no more sword and fucking throw practicing.
Yeah. It's like, are you sure there's no other ninjas living on islands that are going to be there for another 20, 30 years? Everyone's back, yeah. Found everyone, yeah. Really simple task that was. With all this martial arts that we do, we've got a good discipline. You sure they're not dug in somewhere being disciplined? Like, maybe, I don't know. Just don't go there.
How many dudes did they find in the end over time?
There was like... That I know of, anyway, off the top of my head. I haven't probably looked into it. There's like 3 separate times.
Yeah, 3 separate.
It's happened. Like one was like really late. One was like maybe mid-80s.
Yeah, or 70s or something like that.
But there's been a couple.
Yeah, and they found old Japanese dude just living on islands.
Living off berries and monkey meat and that. Yeah. Just like living in his last position in the South Pacific Sea.
That's it, thinking that Imperial Japan is still popping off.
Yeah.
That's wild, bruv. That's some dedication, innit?
But they're like the Paradise Islands, innit?
Do you reckon these dudes...
Flowers.
These are just Japanese dudes who love trains?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
They were locked in.
Yeah, they are locked in.
They were fucking Special Olympics black belts, bruv.
In the summer of 1946, a jeep stopped in front of my house. A number of curious neighbours gathered around my house. It was MP's jeep. In those days, every Japanese was afraid of MP, military police. Yeah. Knowing what brought the military police jeep, I watched them get off the jeep thinking, the time has finally come. I do not care about what happens to me. But I did not see any mean look in their faces. Rather, they were smiling and looking friendly. The interpreter said, "This is Captain Shepherd." Proper yank. Pointing at one of the men and introduced the other military police to me. They presented 2 super huge cakes to me and said, "If you do not mind, we would like you to come to the military police headquarters with us," through the interpreter. I did not understand their intention. I sat in the back of the jeep and recalled a week-old incident. So he sat in the back of the jeep and probably started munching some cake. I was standing at the end of a line of 60 or 70 people waiting for a train at the Mukakimachi station and was reading a paperback. Suddenly, 4 military policemen passed through the line nearby me forcibly. When I turned my eyes to them, I found them shouting, "Jap, Jap," repeatedly. Bit harsh. One of them grabbed the Japanese man at the front of the line by collar, pulled the Japanese man toward him. He then made a ring with the pointing finger and the thumb and struck the nose of the Japanese man with the flipped pointing finger with full force. The man covered
flicked him in the nose.
Yeah.
He over-explained that.
He did, didn't he? Yeah, he gave him a proper flick in the nose.
Bing! Hey, Jew boy! I mean, Jap boy! Oops.
The man covered his nose with his... Well, yeah, I see how he missed it.
Freudian slip.
The man covered his nose with his hands and stopped me down from the pain. The MP men did this to everyone on the line, including women.
Oh, what a cunt.
He's literally flicking every chavvy on the nose.
And everyone's just taking it. He's like, what's that on your shirt? And I have to pretend that there's something on their shirt. Make it convincing. Ping! Hey, you, what's that on your shirt? Fucking...
When someone did not stoop...
Patriots, dog.
When someone did not stoop down, they delivered another strike. My turn was approaching. While I was wondering about what to do, my turn came. One of the MP men extended his arm, trying to grab my lapel. I struck his hand with full force. The facial expression changed suddenly.
Just got slapped by Bigfoot. It feels like he just got kicked in the arm. I swear he just pushed me.
The 4 military policemen surrounded me and took me to the middle of Nagaroko Bridge nearby the station. This was not an ordinary fight to me. I had to win this fight to defend the honour of judo.
Yeah, boy.
I was thinking more just win this fight to survive, bro.
Yeah, to not get executed.
One of them suddenly threw a right straight at my face. I blocked the punch with my left arm and kicked him in the groin with full force. He crumbled on the spot. When I turned back my head, another huge military police extended his arms and attacked me, trying to grab me from behind. I then hit his right arm hard with knife hand and then threw him into the river by Siyanagi.
Yo!
Oh, bro.
Disarming karate chop and then a fucking power throw, bro. You can't beat it. Into
the
river.
Shit. He's doing this like a proper Street Fighter fucking moment.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
This is better than John Wick.
Yeah, innit? Fighting the military police and shit. This is dope. The other 2 were watching the scene in amazement, but charged at me one by one. I delivered a headbutt into the face of the 3rd man. He was knocked out. I disposed of the last man, you ready? By squeezing his balls with full force.
Oh, yes.
And twisting. No, he didn't say and twisting, but still.
The old nut gut.
Ever since I was in junior high, I haven't been called the master groin squeezer and had absolute confidence in this technique.
He's the OG oil checker. If you've got your fucking belt in the wrong position, they'll give you a squeeze. If the ref can't see, it's getting a squeeze.
Isn't it? Bruv, dirty. I'd asked all the audience to keep it quiet since I would be in a big trouble if the news got to the military police supervisors. But somebody must have leaked the news.
Motherfucking snitches.
Snitches everywhere, bruv. But my concern turned out to be unnecessary. When I got to the military police headquarters, Captain Shepard said, "Thank you for punishing the rogue military police. They are the worst ones in our unit. They have sexually assaulted women, ate and drank without paying, threatened people with a pistol. We're about to be forced to punish them. They're also depressed after you beat them up. I'm truly thankful to you." Yes, bruv. I heard that you are the greatest judo master in Japan. I have a request to you. Could you teach us judo once or twice a week? Of course we will pay you. I myself am anxious to learn judo. It was a big surprise to me. After this I taught judo to them once a week for 1 hour. Captain Shepard earned first degree black belt 1 year later. Fuck off.
Yeah, that's when he sold out.
Do you know what I mean? He's selling
out.
them black belts to the military police.
Yeah.
Straight up selling black belts. It's not on, is it?
Not really. Should have a little piss break quick.
Do you need a piss break, bruv? Alright then. Let's have a little piss break, bruv. I could do it with a piss break, bruv.
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
The pisses and wrists.
So we're back.
Back with the bang.
Back from a little piss break.
Big man's just got the fucking
Military police job.
Military contract.
Yeah, that's it. He handed out his
boys watered down judo.
Yeah, handed out his first black belt to a Yankee after a year as well. Not cool.
Yeah,
it's not cool.
But he might have been a high school wrestler.
Oh yeah, could have been sick and shit.
Mm.
So let's go back to some pre-war stories. Kimura living in the post-apocalypse.
Yeah, boy.
With the Rangers in his ends. In those days, there was a black boxer named T.
Just T.
Just T. So you know this man again.
Is a gangster.
No, I think he's probably about to be embarrassed.
But it's a black guy. Sometimes the gangsters just go by one letter.
Maybe he's fighting Mr. T.
Maybe it's Mr. T's uncle.
Yeah. Before he got the whole Mr. title.
Yeah.
He was a big man weighing about 100 kilo.
Master T.
And had won a pro title. He was the best boxer in the US Marine Corps. I'm no match to you in judo, but in boxing, you'll never beat me, he boasted. One day I practiced boxing with him. Since I was trained in karate, I thought, even though I cannot kick as in karate, it's similar to karate.
You're still busting.
So I'll be okay. But the result was miserable.
Oh, he got fucking shown up.
I took blows after blows. In a few minutes, my head started to ring and got knocked down. I also took a lot of body blows and I was completely groggy.
Oh, shit.
It was not even to be called a match since I closed my eyes even when his glove lightly passed in front of my eyes. This boxing practice was like a fight between an adult and a child.
Oh, no, it's finally happened.
I covered my aching head and body and thought if I did not know this type of fighting in addition to judo, I would not be able to defend myself from danger.
Yeah.
This is sick.
Yeah,
this
he's
geezer's
Bruce
going
Lee every day.
every day, bro. He's making MMA. After this, I asked him to give me boxing instruction twice a week. But the boxing instruction was a rough one, which I got only beaten up in a one-sided manner. One day, the state of taking so many blows really got to my nerves that I blocked his right punch with my left arm, lifted him up for Nippon CO and tried to slam him onto the mat. He then said, "No, judo, no, no," with a pathetic tone of voice. So I took him down safely to the floor.
Yeah.
This practice lasted for 1 year. Thanks to my effort, I became able to go 40 to 60 with him. Of course, I was the 40.
Yeah.
In November 1945, all school judo was... I doubt he could have gone 40-60 with him. I reckon the guy was still being nice. Didn't want to get thrown and shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That was the one time he picked him up, made him look like a bitch because he's scared of judo.
Yeah.
Then after that, he's like, let him, let's just not kick his head in every day.
Yeah, that's it. In November 1945, all school judo was banned. And in November 1946, Great Japan Butakukai got shut down permanently. On July 1st, 1947, West Japan Judo Championship was held in Fukuoka. I beat Yasuichi Matsumoto in the final and won the championship. On March 15th, 1948, Kyushu vs Kansai Championship was held in Fukuoka. In the final of the individual tournament, I faced Yasuichi Matsumoto again. I threw him by my original Nippon CO, in which both arms of opponent are locked. Shit, he did double whip on Seoinage Dem.
Like a gift wrap Seoinage.
Yeah, his arm broke, making a snapping sound, and he flew out of the platform.
Nice. So he bounced him off, broke his arm, and he still fell off the platform.
Yeah, I think he double Ippon Seoinage off the platform, breaking his arms in the process.
Ooh.
Yeah, bruv. This guy's savage.
Yeah, he's just a fucking monster.
On May 5th, 1949, second post-war All Japan Championship was held. My first opponent was Terushi Hattori, Sikdan. We thought all this judo record stuff was out. We thought he'd be done with all this.
Yeah.
He was 170 centimetres and 110 kg. God damn. His speciality was Suri Komigoshi, Ippon CO, Kuichigari, and Taiyo Toshi. I was 170 centimetres and 86 kilograms. We both exhausted all the techniques we had, but round one ended in a draw.
It's just like middleweight versus heavyweight, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. In judo too.
Yeah, boy.
In overtime, I scored Okui Ashibarai, making him fall horizontally. When he became on all four trying to stand up, I caught his left arm in Udigarami and scored Ippon.
Nice.
My second opponent was Yoshiyama Sawa, 5th Dan from Chiba. He was a small man, but had the reputation of the greatest Ashiwaza master. The bout started, I tried to grab him, but he was very elusive. I stopped chasing him and stepped back. He advanced for a few steps, jumped him for a tackle. He was caught off guard and fell to the floor.
Nice, another double leg.
Another little double leg. Tried to get up immediately, but...
What's Ashiwaza? Is that what they called it? Is that
yeah,
grip fighting?
Ashiwaza. No, the greatest Ashiwaza. I think it might be, actually. Yeah, grip fighting is Ashiwaza. I think you're right, actually. Yeah, I tried to grab him, but he was very elusive.
Right, yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense, bruv, and I think I've seen it before as well.
Yeah, it's just like the warm-ups. They break them up. That's
Yeah.
where I know these niwaza and
Yeah.
bunkai and stuff like that.
He tried to get up immediately, but I'd already initiated a Sakami. I scored Ippon by Kuzuri Kami Shiogatami. My third opponent was Takahura Ito, 7th Dan. He was over 190 centimetres and was good at Osotogari, Ouchigari, Uchimata, and Ogoshi. I attacked him with Ouchigari and Sasai Surokumi Ashi. He countered with Osotogari and Uchimata. I threw him by Ippon CO, but it was outside the platform. The bout went to overtime. I scored points by a successive Osotogari and Seoinage and won by dominance. But I opened my legs too wide when I executed Osotogari, and the left inner thigh muscles got torn, causing a big swell. God damn. Do you want to see the unit in 49 winning that title?
Yeah, boy.
Absolute unit, bruv. The neck on him.
Yeah, fuck. There's some headstands 9 hours a day.
Innit? Neck and chest on him, geezer. In the final, I faced Takahiko Ishikawa, 6th Dan. The platform was small. When I attempted an attack, he quickly escaped outside the platform. Chief referee Kyuzo Mifune did not give Shui. I then tackled him down and attempted a Sokomi, but again he escaped to outside. I then tried Seoinage, but he retreated and escaped to the outside again. It was like pushing against a curtain. After all, the bout went to overtime. I tackled him down again and caught him at no Sokomi, but he crawled out of the platform. This dude's running for the ropes each
Yeah,
time.
it's like he's grabbing the bottom rope every time. It's a shit fight.
The second overtime started. I attempted Osotogari. His body wobbled, but mainly managed to withstand the pressure and countered with Taitoshi. Shit. 4 columns of the 4 corners of the platform got in the way. When I pushed him, he again escaped outside.
Cunt.
In it. I followed with Tachiwaza and Newaza, but the time ran out after the second overtime. The judge's decision had to be rendered. I think this is the only judge's decision he's ever had. 3 judges all raised both red and white flags. It was a draw.
Holy fuck.
I don't think that's a draw. That sounds like some bullshit, cuz.
Yeah, it's like one of them years where they changed the rules just before the big competition, I reckon.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Giving him some real... This is a shitty one.
Going folk wrestling.
Yeah. On April 16th, 1950, Pro Judo was started with 21 members. It was sponsored by a construction contractor named Mr. Takano. Construction contractor. Pre-war Japan. Mr. Takano. I wonder, bruv. I wonder what risky business and tattoos this geezer had.
You know it.
In the final of the first tournament, I faced Toshi Yamaguchi Sikdan. I took him down by Osotogari and scored Ippon by Kazuri Kami Shihogatami in 2 minutes. I became the first Pro Judo champion. At first, it was very popular, but after 4 or 5 months, the popularity dropped suddenly. Moreover, Takano Construction, which was our sponsor, started to lose profit.
Uh-oh.
Our pay started to decrease as Takano Construction started to fall. Eventually, we received no pay, which lasted about 2 months. In those days, my wife Tomiko was hospitalised for lung disease because of the serious food shortages in those days.
Oh, shit.
Most poverty-stricken people never survived the disease. I had no choice but to leave Pro Judo to save her.
Nice. What's he going to do? Go and fucking fight Brazilians?
One day,
Yeah,
Yamaguchi
boy.
bought the president of Matsuo Enterprise in Hawaii, who was a second-generation Japanese-American. He asked me to demonstrate judo on 8 Hawaii islands for 3 months.
Yeah, boy.
Yamaguchi Sakabe and I signed the contract, left Pro Judo. 6 months after this, Pro Judo went out of business in Hawaii. Sakabe and Yamaguchi demonstrated judo self-defense, and I accepted challenge matches for 10 men in a row.
Oh.
Just fighting chavvies for money in Hawaii. This is gangster. This pleased residents of the island. Of course it fucking did.
Yeah, boy, this is a smoker.
Wherever we went, the arena was super packed. Every town was talking about judo. It was no wonder, since the Japanese, who were completely defeated in the war, tossed around and toyed with Americans. The business was a big success. Yeah, this is the day, bruv. This is when Mitsuyu Maeda, was travelling around South America.
Oh, he's teaching it in...
And going down in Brazil, and he's teaching, like, Gracie's older brother and things like that. Yeah. This is Helio's older brother.
Oh, nice.
This is literally those times when the Japanese are leaving Japan and Japanese judo, because it's dying over there and starting to spread it. Yeah, that's pretty damn cool.
Shooter box, the birth of shooter box.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much. He went to Hawaii, obviously, first, but Mitsuyu Maeda did South America and things like that.
He slept with this lady, Penn.
Every town was talking about judo. It was no wonder, since I've already done that. The business was a big success, and the 3 months ended quickly. 3 days before the end of the 3-month contract, a pro wrestling promoter, Earl Karasik, visited us at our hotel. He asked if we were interested in doing pro wrestling in the Civic Hall 4 times a month.
Yeah, boy.
The pay was about 4 million yen in today's value. Sakabe declined the offer, but I and Yamaguchi accepted it. Thanks to the money I earned in pro wrestling, I was able to buy expensive medicine for my wife.
Oh, sweet.
My wife recovered thanks to these medicines.
Sick. WWE saved the day again.
That's pretty damn cool. Like, you know what I mean?
And he got Make-A-Wish Foundation.
He became the top judo geezer, and then was like, I've got to leave this world I've created and this man I've become. Or at least the official title bit, because he's still that man. He's still, everyone knows he's the baddest beta. He's just not on contract with the judo boys anymore to save his wife.
Still the hardest chavvy going. Other than Masayama.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know. I reckon he gets...
He's in South America at the minute as well.
Oh, he is. In Mexico, chopping horns off bulls. Yeah, fuck.
Proper karate, that is.
Yeah, man. God damn.
South America didn't know what fucking hit it. All the Nazis moved there, and then all the fucking ninjas moved there. And what are we doing? It's an anime. Yeah, it's just how we had to close all the storylines. 40s was a mad anime, and now we got to fucking sort it all out here.
50s South America must have been mental, bruv.
Yeah.
Just fucking ninjas and Nazis wandering about everywhere.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. After I returned from Hawaii, I went to Brazil by the invitation of Sao Paulo Shiniban, local Japanese newspaper company in Sao Paulo.
Nice. Number 1 in Sao Paulo.
Oh, yeah. Sao Paulo Shinban, which was in a slump, came up with an idea of doing pro wrestling to revive their business. Period of contract was 4 months. The participants were I, Yamaguchi, and Kato, 5th Dan.
Ooh.
This enterprise was a big success. Wherever we went, the arena was super packed. This made President Mizuno of Sao Paulo Shimbum very happy.
Very happy this one.
When we asked for a pay rise, he tripled our original pay on the spot.
Oh.
Bad boy. In addition to pro wrestling, we gave judo instruction wherever we went. This is where he reportedly gets kicked out of Japan.
Invented judo seminars.
Well, no, apparently this is... Yeah, pretty much. But
everywhere I travel, I'll go visit the local dojo.
Apparently this is where he gets kicked out of the Japanese judo associations as well.
Oh,
or after this, because he starts grading people outside of Japan and things like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Original bad man.
One day, Helio Gracie, Judo 6th Dan, issued a challenge to us. The rule of the bout was different from that of judo or pro wrestling. The winner was decided by submission only.
Yeah, boy.
No matter how cleanly a throw is executed or how long Osoku Kumi lasts, it does not count.
Time limit, sub only.
Yeah, no time limits, we fight to the death. That's what that is.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter how hard you throw me. If I'm still there, if I'm still able to fight back and I can choke you out, the fight goes on. So really, Helio came in with the dope rules.
Yeah.
He issued a challenge to Kato 5th Dan first. The gong rang. Kato was in good condition and he threw Helio a number of times. However, past 15-minute mark, I started to see frustration in Kato's face.
And Helio is what, fucking 60 kilo?
Yeah, he's a light guy.
He's tiny and he's fucking with these heavyweights.
Yeah. The throws had no damage on Helio since the mat was soft.
Oh, yeah.
At 30-minute mark, it was evident that Kato was tired. What's the matter, Kato? Go to Niwaza. Don't stand up. Japanese audience yelled. Kato then threw Helio down by Osotogari, mounted Helio, and started Jujishin. The audience roared with excitement, but as I watched carefully, Helio was also applying a choke from below.
Oh, shit. They
were trying to choke out each other. This lasted about 3 or 4 minutes. Kato's face started to turn pale. I shouted, "Stop!" to the referee and jumped into the ring. When Helio released his hands, Kato collapsed onto the mat, face first. 2 days after this bout, I saw Helio's students marching down a city street carrying a coffin. They were shouting, "Dead Japanese judoka, Kato is in his coffin. He got killed by Helio. We ask your support for judo master Helio Gracie."
Fucking little trash bags. That's not very fucking disciplined, is it?
Nah, it's disrespectful as fuck, innit?
Yeah, it's rude. Now you're going to fire up Kimura.
That's
and
it.
You're going to get fucking chicken wings, one brother at a time.
After this bout, the popularity of our pro wrestling show declined rapidly.
Yeah, because it showed them up.
Yeah. The Japanese whom we encountered on the street murmured, "They must be phonies losing in such a pathetic manner."
Oh.
Helio issued another challenge, this time to Yamaguchi. President Mizuno of Sao Paulo newspaper also begged, "Mr. Yamaguchi, please kill Helio this time."
Please, you must kill him.
But
Is that Mr. Mizuno who makes the gis?
Oh, shit.
And the rugby gear?
Mizu M-I-Z Uno.
Yeah, Mizuno.
Yeah.
Their gis are fucking tremendous.
Yeah, really?
They're like super heavyweight gis.
Probably is the same geezer, you know.
They make rugby gear as well.
Yeah, probably is the same geezer. But Yamaguchi seemed reluctant and asked, "Let me think for one night." He fought a judo match under the Japanese rule. If he fought a judo match under the Japanese rule, Yamaguchi is superior to Helio, both in tachiwaza and newaza. Yeah, but lads, the fight can still go. You can throw a chavvy all day, but if he's still got fight in him, do you know what I mean? You got to throw him, then finish him.
You got to throw him, and then like throws that land in scarf, proper wind the shit out of you.
Yeah.
And then you put the pressure on so they can't breathe again.
Then you got to choke
That's the
him.
only like.
Then you got to
judo tap.
You got to finish him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's no point just going for that. So I mean,
Yeah.
the wind in tap.
Yeah.
You got to learn some wrist locks.
But under the Brazilian rule, if Helio got pinned on the ground, all he has to do is to stay calm and be cautious not to get caught in a choke or a joint lock. Yeah. And remain still till the time runs out. There's no time, bro. Helio could fight to a draw in this way. If he used this tactic, it would be difficult for Yamaguchi to make Helio surrender. I then said to Yamaguchi, "Do not bother to come up with a plan to make Helio submit. I will accept the challenge." Bam, 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 bam. After the day of the bout, we continued pro wrestling shows every other day. 3 days before the bout, local newspaper had a big headline. Until the day of the bout, we continued pro wrestling shows every other day. 3 days before the bout, local newspaper had a big headline saying Kimura is not a Japanese. He seems to be a Cambodian.
What? Oh, fuck.
Helio cannot fight a fake Japanese. I was surprised to see it. I rushed to the embassy of Japan with my passport and got proof that I am Japanese. 20,000 people came to see the bout, including the president of Brazil.
Nice.
Helio was 100, and you can still see this tape, watch this fight on YouTube.
Yeah, it lasts for ages, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does last a while. Helio was 180 centimetres and 80 kilograms, so not as small as we thought.
Yeah.
When I entered the stadium, I found a coffin. I asked what it was. I was told, this is for Kimura. Helio brought this in.
So I'm 110 kilo, bitch. That won't fit me. You better put your scrawny little fucking old man in there.
It was so funny that I almost burst into laughter.
Ah, yes.
As I approached the ring, raw eggs were thrown at me.
They probably don't like him down there.
Yeah, they're probably being rude with him, bruv. This is no respect at all.
This is no way to treat a karate man, especially when he knows fucking G.O.A.T since he was like year 9.
Yeah, this dude learned the G.O.A.T, bruv. Yeah. Fucking hell, I forgot that. He actually turned red and shit meditating.
Yeah. And he's fucking met Masahiko.
Yeah.
He's trained at Kano's school.
Yeah. He's
been champ in and out.
3 times Japan national times.
And he knows boxing and karate now.
Yeah. He fucked up his fucking bayonet master in the military.
Yeah.
The emperor forbade him to go onto a ship that's going to get bombed.
There's not anyone he hadn't given it to and come off better.
Yeah.
It's only competitions he's been hurt, and no one's better than him at judo anymore.
This is fucking rude, isn't it?
This is rude as shit.
Raw eggs were thrown at me. The gong rang. Helio grabbed me in both lapels and attacked me with Osotogari and Kouchigari, but they did not move me at all.
God pulling little bitch.
Now it's my turn. I blew him away up in the air by Ouchigari. Harai Goshi, Uchimata, Ipponsai. At about 10-minute mark, I threw him by Osotogari. I intended to cause a concussion.
Yeah.
But since the mat was
going to beat him to death with the ring.
Yeah.
But the mats are too padded for these guard-pulling bitches.
But since the mat was so soft that it did not have much of an impact. While continuing to throw him, I was thinking of a finishing method. I threw him by Osotogari again. As soon as Helio fell, I pinned him by Kuzi Kami Shito Gatami. I held still for 2 or 3 minutes and then tried to smother him by belly. Helio shook his head trying to breathe. He could not take it any longer and tried to push me up my body, extending his left arm. That moment, I grabbed his left wrist with my right hand and twisted up his arm. I applied Udi Garami. I thought he would surrender immediately.
It's Japanese chicken wing.
But Helio would not tap the mat. I had no choice but to keep on twisting the arm.
Yeah, boy.
The stadium became quiet. The bone of his arm was coming close to the breaking point. Finally, the sound of bone breaking echoed throughout the stadium.
Ooh.
Helio still did not surrender.
Twist it some more then, boy.
His left arm was already powerless. Under this rule, I had no choice but to twist the arm again. There was plenty of time left. I twisted the left arm again. Another bone was broken.
Oh.
Helio still did not tap. When I tried to twist the arm once more, a white towel was thrown in. I won by TKO. My hand was raised high. Japanese Brazilians rushed into the ring and tossed me up in the air. On the other hand, Helio let his left arm hang and looked very sad, withstanding the pain. Tough cunt though, old Helio.
Yeah,
there.
fuck me.
Do you know what I mean? As much as we're totally Team Kimura in this fight.
Yeah.
Helio is a tough son of a bitch.
Fucking old country.
Nah, that's it. Obviously, I'm not a fucking brown belt in judo. I'm a brown belt in Jiu Jitsu, but still, I've got to say Kimura on this fight. Just a Donny. Do you know what I mean?
And he's like an originator. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always been Brazil, Japan up until America started getting involved.
That's it.
Before like MMA was worldwide.
Yeah.
Before then, it was Brazil, Japan.
Yeah. Flat out. Like, it even goes all the way up to Sakuraba versus the Gracies.
But I think even the Thais didn't get a look in.
Nah.
Because the grappling heritage.
Yeah, that's it.
There's never been like a big thing made out of a Thai boxer versus a judo guy or anything.
No.
It was boxing and judo and the South American boxers.
I guess there was a little bit of Thai boxing versus Kyokushin and karate for a while.
Yeah. But not on like the stage of like Muhammad Ali versus the judo guy.
No.
That sort of thing where MMA has actually been like worldwide.
No, totally.
So it's sort of been the Americas and Japan, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, you were right. The first point, like it was always Japan versus Brazil. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
back in
all
the day.
the Pride days. Like Russia had a couple good ones.
Yeah,
but like it was always Japan. And Brazil.
Like I said, the rivalry of Sakuraba and Gracie.
Even pro wrestling.
Yeah.
And catch wrestling.
That lucha libre and shit.
Japan gave it its chance.
Yeah. It's very true. In November 1951, I founded Kokusai Pro Wrestling Association. After I came back from US doing pro wrestling matches, I did pro wrestling shows throughout Japan. In those days, Ricky Dozan also started a new organisation called Japan Pro Wrestling Association.
Yeah, boy.
So mass media started to talk about Kimura versus Ricky Dozan match. I met with Ricky Dozan and asked his opinion. He said, "That is a good idea. We'll be able to build a fortune. Let's do it."
Yeah, boy.
The first bout was going to be a draw. So this is some fucking Logan Paul shit. Except it was pro wrestling, so everyone knew it was. The winner of the second will be determined by the winner of a paper, scissors, stone match.
Oh shit! It's proper fucking cocaine pro wrestling.
After the second
commissioners
match,
just sat there like to pay rock paper scissors right now.
After the second match, we will repeat this process. We came to an agreement on this condition. As for the content of the match, Ricky Dozan will let me throw him, and I'll let him strike me with a chop. We then rehearsed karate chop and throws. However, once the bout started, Ricky Dozan became taken by greed for big money and fame. He lost his mind and became a madman. When I saw him raise his hand, I opened my arms to invite the chop. He delivered the chop not to my chest, but to my neck with full force.
Little bitch.
I fell to the mat.
That's not what we practiced.
He then kicked me.
That's not what we practiced.
Neck arteries are so vulnerable that it did not need to be Ricky Dozan to cause a knockdown.
Yeah.
A junior high school kid can inflict a knockdown this way. I could not forgive his treachery.
Snake chop.
That night I received a phone call informing me that several 10 Yakuza are on their way to Tokyo to kill Ricky Dozan.
Yeah, boy.
In March 1955, I went to Mexico to do pro wrestling match. 8 months later, I went to France to teach judo during the daytime and do pro wrestling at night. I did the same in London. After spending 1 year in Paris and London, respectively, I went to Spain to teach judo and do pro wrestling. Stayed there for 4 months. I then went back to Paris to teach judo for 1 week, and then went back to Japan in January 1958. As soon as I arrived at Kumamoto Station, I was surprised to see 80 to 90 dressed up women all lined up.
Oi.
I wonder if any celebrity had arrived in town. My question was soon solved. Sugiyama, vice president of Cabaret Kimura, had lined up the hostesses before I left for Mexico. I had him manage the cabaret while working as the owner of the cabaret. So this dude's got his own cabaret in Japan and had a dude run it. And then he comes back home and all his cabaret ladies are waiting for him.
I was sick.
I contacted pro wrestling promoters in London, France, Germany and Brazil. Mr. Takeo Yano in Brazil replied to me immediately. He was from Kumamoto Prefecture and was also a graduate of Chinsei Junior High. His old 8 years senior to me. I decided to go to Brazil again. If you refuse to fight today, the angry audience will set fire on the arena. If this arena got burnt to ash, I would make you accountable for the damage. The promoter glared at me. Don't be ridiculous, Yano quickly replied and continued. The doctor told him not to fight. He's in no condition to fight. The match should be postponed. What's going on here? Why has it jumped to this so much? I'd sprained my left knee when I demonstrated judo techniques in Rio.
Oh.
But the arena was already full, and over 5,000 people were waiting outside the arena. The start time of the match had already passed. The audience were booing. To the promoter, money is more important than my injury. Eventually, I and Yano were taken to a room where 3 black policemen were gathering. A small man then came out from behind the policeman and said to me, "You are Japanese, aren't you, Mr. Kimura?" My father is also Japanese. A while ago, a boxer became unable to show up for a fight due to an injury. The audience then got angry and set fire on the building. The building was burnt to ash. No one knows who set the fire. Moreover, the boxer got shot with a pistol on his way home.
Oh, fuck.
He got killed instantaneously. Nobody knows who shot him either. Mr. Kimura, you better show up for this fight. Even if you may lose, it is better than getting shot to death.
So is this Irish mob or Yakuza?
This is Brazilians.
Oh, right.
Brazilians in Rio. He went back to Brazil, I'm guessing, to do pro wrestling.
Yeah.
And then he's about to go out for a fight, and he's injured himself while
Teaching
showing judo technique.
Moonlighting, little cunt.
He also added that he was the... He also added that he was the only Japanese in this town, and all the rest are nice guys.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's why the cops are black.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Brazil.
Now I had to make a decision. My opponent, Adema Santana, was a 25-year-old black man and was a boxing heavyweight champion. He was 4th dan in judo and was a capoeira champion as well.
Ooh.
He was 183 centimetres and had a well-proportioned, impressive physique. His weight was close to 100 kg. Bahia, where the match took place, is a port city where black slaves were unloaded. The slaves were forbidden to carry a weapon. As a result, many martial arts were developed without them. I heard Vale Tudo is one such martial arts.
Ooh.
No holds barred.
Stretchy pants.
In the south of Sao Paulo, pro wrestling is popular, but the farther one goes to the north, the most popular Vale Tudo becomes. Further one goes north, the more popular Vale Tudo becomes.
Nice.
Helio Gracie, whom I previously thought was the champion in Vale Tudo, but Adema Santana challenged him the previous year, and after 2 hours and 10 minutes, Helio got kicked in the abdomen and could not get up. Didn't know that. And got knocked out. Thus, Adema would become the new champion.
Nice.
In Vale Tudo, no foul is allowed. One foul results in an immediate disqualification. No shoes are allowed. When the fighters are separated, they are not allowed to strike with a fist, and they have to use open hand strikes. But once they get in contact with each other, every type of strike is allowed, even broad strikes. Yeah, neither did I.
The old pancrase rules.
That's it.
Up until contact.
Yeah, I thought it was like full, but no, it's like open hand until you get close, then you can close fist once you're grappling.
Yeah.
Fair. All types of throws and joint locks are legal. The winner is decided when one of the fighters is KO'd or surrenders. Biting and hair pulling were illegal. Since bare knuckle punches are traded, taking direct 2 or 3 hits in the eye means the end of the fight. Yeah. I was told there have been many cases in which a fighter got hit in the eye with an elbow and the eyeball popped out from the socket by half and got carried to the hospital by an ambulance.
I've heard loads of them stories, but you never see it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, never. It's true, actually. Therefore, there was always 2 ambulances at the entrance of the arena. I have no choice, I will fight, I said. And the promoter grinned, took out a form and told me to sign it. Translated the content which said, even if I die in this match, it is what I intended, and I will not make anyone accountable for my death.
Nice. That's pretty Masashi.
Yeah, innit? I nodded and signed the form. On my way to the ring, someone raised his arm and waved at me. It was Helio Gracie.
Nice.
Whom I had not seen for several years.
Who could get dropped with a body shot, let's not forget.
Helio was at the radio broadcast seat. He was the commentator of the match. The gong rang. Adema and I circled the ring first. I lightly extended my fingers in a half-body posture and prepared for his kicks. Adema, also in a half-body posture, had tucked his chin, tightened his underarms as he would do in a boxing match. Once in a while, he delivered high kicks to my face. I blocked the kicks with my hands, because he's a karate man.
Karate black.
And returned a kick with my right leg. Oh, Adema doesn't know what he's messing with. He doesn't know he's messing with Masayama's sparring partner, bruv.
Fucking tree trunks coming at you like that.
Adema started to deliver right and left roundhouse kicks. I stepped back and dodged them, but suddenly I received a fire-like impact on my face.
Oh.
It was an open hand strike.
Oh, he got bitch slapped.
He got fucking...
On the back spin, he got fucking triple spin bitch slapped.
He got, Stockton slapped, bruv.
This is even fancier. This is spinning shit.
I'd overlooked
He's missed the spinning heel kick, and he.
No, it's just a round kick.
Oh,
just like a normal round kick, and then came with the slap instead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sick. Still 180s.
When I got hit in the I had overlooked his hand motion, paying too much attention to his kicks, looking at his legs, and he slapped him.
Yeah.
When I got hit in the temple and the core of my head became a blur, left and right roundhouse kicks came. When I blocked his right kick with my left hand, a tremendous pain ran through from the tip of my little finger to the back of my hand. I jammed the finger. I traded kicks with him. The entire audience was standing with excitement. Even in this situation, I was able to think clearly. While I was thinking Adema is one level higher than I, both in kicks and open hand strikes. In order to win, I must take the fight to the ground. Another fast kick flew at my abdomen. I struck the kick down with left knife hand and jumped in to deliver a headbutt on his abdomen.
Yeah, boy, the diving Zidane.
Yes, bruv.
Got him, bro. Forehead to the chest. That'll stop your heart, bro. That's a true karate move. That's why Masayama's book was banned.
Oh, really? Because of that?
Yeah, they had like double
headbutt.
hand, like defibrillators to the chest and headbutts to the neck and like heart and stuff.
There was a while when I was doing MMA sparring, like when I at last was like, Philip, stop doing it. When I was going for it, and I was encouraging like, some of the young kids who had come up from the kids into the adult classes, proper boys now, good lads, and I was turning to them going, lads, you got to defibrillate people. That's when I know you're a real boy. You got to give them the old defib mid sparring, hit them with a defib, and then I'd hit them with it when they were doing the sparring, like bam, there you go, lads, see it works. Just fucking hit them with the defib, and then every so often I'll be watching out and I hear Sam, and I look over while someone's sparring, and they go. It's all with a defib, and I'm like, yes. Ancient Chinese, bruv.
You want to watch out, because they'll like, what do you call it, fusion. If you both go for the defib at the same time,
you get
it's
the
like
fusion
the fusion dance, and you end up with one dude out of two. So someone's parents are going to be pissed. Depends which one it looks the most like that you send it home with.
Well, no, these are like young guys who are now in the adults classes and that.
Still though, don't fusion yet.
No, they don't defib each other.
Oh sweet, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just you bring in meat like fucking samurais. You just got for like prisoners of war.
Defib them for us, boys. I struck the kick down with the left knife hand and jumped in to deliver a headbutt on his abdomen with momentum that could penetrate through his body.
Oh, fucking ram. Ram!
Hit him with the Pachylophiosaurus.
Yeah, boy, hit him with the Moses.
This must have had an effect on him. He covered his abdomen and stepped back while wobbling. Yes.
That's what I was thinking about the double leg as well. Do you know the one where you go onto one knee?
Power double.
And you're meant to like go through them, yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking put your ram head straight down the solar plexus.
Yeah, some people do that. I wanted to get close to him and throw him.
I was trying to sniff their balls. Mine never that effective.
It's called ball sniffing now, actually. I wanted to get so people who grind the fight on the ground and that.
Yeah.
The other fighters call them ball sniffers, isn't it? I wanted to get close to him, throw him, get on top of him and use Nuwaza. If I succeeded to do this, I would use elbow strikes and headbutts.
Nice.
Yes, bro. He wanted to ground and pound him.
Yeah, boy.
Edema recovered from the damage and delivered a kick to my face again. I ducked the kick and jumped in for a clinch. I got in a tight clinch to prevent him from using knees, kicks or elbow strikes. We traversed along the rope. All of a sudden, I received a head-cracking impact. I experienced a tremendous earring and got momentarily unconscious. I received a headbutt on my left temple. It was a headbutt from a side. I thought that all the headbutts would come from front.
Yeah.
I never knew a side headbutt.
He's gone for the giraffe neck.
Pam!
Yeah.
Hit him with the bendy neck.
Ding. Yeah.
And isn't it what?
like you snapped, you're about to tell him, hey, listen to me. Whole head roll.
And that's pretty wild for, karate man, judo man, so many Dans, Kimura, to say the words, I never knew a side headbutt.
Yeah, is there such a thing as a backwards headbutt? My eyes were opened to a whole new 360 degrees of headbutts.
I cannot lose here. I must win even if I may die, I thought. Driven by this willpower, I tried to find a way to fight back. The referee then came in between to separate us. We were already covered with blood. The fight was brought back to the centre of the ring again. Edema threw a right open hand strike, caught the arm and attempted a Nippon Seer. It seemed like I could score a clean throw, however it was a miscalculation. We were both heavily covered with sweat as if a large amount of water had been poured onto our heads.
He just did the fucking cable machine ab roll with his arm. Look. Fuck.
Moreover, he had no jacket on. There was no way such a technique could have worked under these conditions.
No-gi.
That's what I'm saying, he can't handle no-gi.
Got to shoot a nice deep hook in there.
His arm slipped through and my body rotated in the air once forward and landed on my back. I screwed up, I shouted in my mind. But it was too late. Demi immediately jumped at me. If he got on my chest, he could freely strike my eyes, nose and chest with his elbows.
Ooh.
I caught him in a body scissors. I squeezed his body with full force. Fucking full guard him.
Yeah, boy.
Hoping to sever his intestine.
That used to be one of my ones. If I ever got closed guard, I'd try and put my knees together like, fuck this guy getting anywhere near me.
Edema crumbled momentarily, but it did not surrender. Yeah, he's probably used to that from Gracie, bruv.
Yeah.
Since the body scissors did not finish him, I realised that I was in a disadvantageous position. When I lifted my head, hundreds of stars flew out of my eyes. Shooting lasers out his eyes. I took a straight punch between my nose and my eyes. It was an accurate, intense punch. The back of my head got slammed onto the mat.
Oh, no.
Moreover, an intense headbutt attacked my abdomen. Oh,
no,
shit.
He's getting him back. Sounds a good idea. Cram!
Felt like my organs would be torn into pieces.
Oh.
Once, twice, I hardened my abdominal muscles to withstand the impact and waited for the third attack. At the moment the third headbutt came, my right fist accurately caught Edema's face by counter.
Nice.
Yeah.
He just left the hand there and he headbutted it. That's how my dad always used to get me. Like a chest trap.
It landed between his nose and eyes. Blood splattered. I'd also already been heavily covered with blood. The blood interfered with my vision. Kill him, the devil in my mind screamed. Edema wobbled and stepped back and tried to run with the ropes on his back. I chased him throwing kicks and open hand strikes. Yeah, boy. He returned headbutts and elbow strikes, but neither of us was able to deliver a decisive strike. This could probably be found on YouTube, this scrap, bruv.
Yeah, boy.
I wonder. Maybe we were both exhausted, or maybe the blood in our eyes prevented us from aiming clearly at the target.
Is this the guy that fought Gene LaBelle as well? The big belt judo champion?
Oh, it might be.
He's got like one name, means like leopard or something, Capicara or something.
No, Edema.
Edema, maybe.
After all, the 40 minutes ran out. 40-minute fight too, bruv. That's longer than any of the UFC chavies are doing.
Yeah.
And the match ended in a draw. It was my first Vale Tudo experience. That night, my face was badly swollen. I had a number of cuts on my face. Every time I breathed, an excruciating pain ran through my belly, and I could not sleep.
Ribs fact.
Yeah.
Intercostal muscle fact.
I was just
face hurts.
Fucked. Just completely fucking torn up. But here's a pretty fun thing. I received an injection from a doctor and cooled my belly with a cold towel all night. He got the fucking heroin.
Yeah, get that opium in me, dear chubby.
That is one. However, I learned a very important lesson in this fight. That is, one must never fear death.
That's it.
If I had not had the iron will to fight, despite the possibility of getting killed, his headbutts would have torn my intestines to pieces.
That's it. Sometimes you've got to hit him with a little Valsalva.
Hidden fist in your armpit.
Yeah.
I rested for 1 week after this match and left Bahia for Sao Paulo. In Sao Paulo, a huge man named Gori Guerrero was waiting for me. Yes. He was 198 centimetres and 200 kilograms.
Ooh, shit, son.
And had tight and super strong muscles.
And fought like Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, shit. One day, a judo fifth dan who weighed about 120 kg tried to throw Gori Guerrero by Uchimata. Gori Guerrero then lifted up the judoka overhead at once. After this incident, his reputation as a man of unparalleled strength spread throughout Brazil.
The Russian defence, where they shoot their hips in and they just pick them up like in a suplex motion.
I love how...
they killed judo with that. I think they had to change it because of that.
I love
the
how...
Soviet style.
Even still back in the day, people were doing that. I'll fight you in Abu Dhabi, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. And international waters and that.
Yeah.
There's no rules for boats. Let's box on this boat to the death.
He always played the role of a heel in pro wrestling, but was well liked among the wrestlers as a gentle, nice guy. One day after I finished a pro wrestling match, Gori Guerrero came to see me. He said he fought many matches against judoka from Japan, but when he deposited his weight on the judoka, as soon as the judoka tried to execute a throw, the judoka collapsed like a frog. And some of them got badly hurt to the lower back and got hospitalised.
They weren't doing enough bunny hops, bruv.
That's it. He then said, I learned judo for about 6 years when I was a child.
Oh, nice.
I was taught that the essence of judo is that a small man can throw a big man. I want you to show me real judo.
Yeah.
I've never practiced with such a big man. I spent 2 or 3 days thinking what techniques to use. One day when my pro wrestling match ended early, I and Guerrero stood at the centre of the ring. All the audience had gone home. The arena was empty.
Oh, yes.
That's gangster.
That's cool as fuck.
I, who am 170 centimetres, looked like a child hanging on an adult no matter how I moved, and had no idea about where and how I should attempt a technique. Whenever he swung with me with his hands, I wobbled side to side. When he pulled me up, my feet were lifted up in the air. He attempted a sotogari with his right leg. I withstood the pressure with full force. It was fortunate he did not make the transition from Osotogari to Osoto Otoshi using his weight. He followed with Osotogari, Ogoshi, and Ashibarai. I let him attack and concentrated on defence. He must have thought he was gaining the ground. He came forward with a momentum. I measured the timing and initiated an Ippon-sai. His huge body was carried on my hip. He lost the centre of gravity, rolled forward, and fell on his back. As he tried to get up, I threw him 3 more times in a row. He finally made a gesture. Oh, sorry. Ooh. Where the fuck did I put? He finally made a gesture of surrender and said, "Thank you. Real judo is wonderful after all."
Yeah, boy. He's like, I'm losing faith in judo. Can you whoop me?
Can you just kick my ass a little bit, please? That, bruv, is the end of this excerpt of my judo.
Nice.
Yeah, bruv. How fucking dope is that?
That's fucking really sick record, to be fair.
Isn't it?
And even just reading it, it's exciting.
Yeah.
So it's like Fighter in the Wind is the Masayama film.
Yeah,
For those who
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know. That's like a similar story, but
Very similar.
the karate side of it in the same sort of time.
Yep.
It's just as exciting as that.
Isn't
and
it?
You're only reading it. He's like, yeah, and then I went to school and beat everyone in the schoolistic level.
Yeah, it's very
then I went
true,
to the
actually.
military, beat everyone in the military level.
That is a sick film, Fighter in the Wind, and that was just reading that was just as enjoyable as watching that movie, wasn't it?
And he was in air defence as well.
Yeah.
Which Masayama always wanted to be a pilot, didn't he?
He did. That was his thing. Yeah.
But he's Korean, so like they sold him a dream.
Yeah, that's it. Oh fuck, that's wild. But yeah, how cool is that? And I love how it ends with him fighting the biggest man he ever fought, and then the big man being like, "Thank you for showing me true judo."
Yeah, that's it. He's like, you say, big man get thrown by a small man. I've never seen it. Plaff! Thank you for showing me. And then when you're trying to get up, he's still tripping you. And you don't speak the same language, so you can't say I quit. He's just fucking rolling you up like washing.
What a life, though, bruv.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
I think that's the ultimate era.
Yeah.
Like the proper adventurers are all from then.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
Indiana Jones shit.
Yeah, for sure. That
World
is
War
the time,
II
isn't
shit.
it? That is the
Even
time.
the cowboys of that era is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
The big old proper
That's also like
ranches.
big African game hunting fat chavvies, like going out in the savannah and like, do you know what I mean?
Getting a lion spring home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Old Mufasa quilts.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, man, Kimura was the absolute Donny, wasn't he?
It was pretty fucking cool.
Apart from the whole beating on dogs as a child.
Well, that's because he had the dog in him. We've already. It's like you're allowed to say it when you are one.
Yeah, he also didn't know. He was a child. He didn't know better.
But it didn't help his flinch response as I thought it would.
No,
because then when he come up against that boxer, he was like, I was blinking more than I was fucking looking at him.
Yeah, that's true.
I got blinked up,
and he's not, and he was getting used to fucking dogs coming in his face. Do you know what I mean?
That's the whole point.
And also, he was just defending his brother's honour. Those dogs trashed his brother.
Yeah, true. Is that was just his first like foray into war.
Yeah.
It wasn't part of his like cannon training. He didn't bring a dog with him on the road, did he? Like he would elastics.
No, that's it. It's very true. So at least then we can forgive him for that and say Kimura is definitely.
Yeah, that was just a personal one-on-one thing.
Yeah.
That was a one-time vendetta.
Yeah.
But if he'd have continued, he might have beat a boxer. Or he should have been doing the sand pit properly, because that stops you flinching and toughens your hands.
Try and send up the sand into your face a bit. And
like blast it so it just explodes straight up.
But what that's dope, man. And then travelling all around the world, judoing and pro wrestling.
It's cool how the fight game's like that and has been forever.
Yeah.
It's like you're a circus act.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
No,
even
it is,
pro wrestling, you get flown to all these different countries, you're working 3 times a week.
Yeah.
4 times a week, sometimes like crazy, but...
I think they used to have like travelling
showmanship.
circuses, which would have like judokas in them, and they'd go around and be like, right, and this act is anyone in the fucking audience want to have a go.
Yeah, that's it. Who's that guy?
I think that's what Mitsumi Maeda used to do. He was part of circuses doing judo.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was doing. Come have at it with this tiny little Japanese dude, and he's going around South America just trumping fools, bruv.
And it's like the same with most of them. Like,
trouncing.
You get good enough at the amateur version, really kill yourself, really do the hard work.
Yeah.
Just to move into a world where none of that matters.
Yeah, yeah.
Fake wrestling or exhibition boxing you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That's hilarious.
You've just been doing a dance this whole time. But now you've forgotten how to count. You're good after 10. It's the first 10 that fuck with you.
Big up old Kimura, bruv. I think that was a long old episode from us as well.
Yeah.
I think it's going to come out 2 hours. So the first half was 1 hour and 45 about. This is just about coming up 45 minutes. Almost a...
We should release it with like some sort of instructional video about what all these throws are. Like a little flashcard, because we've just been like, Niwaza, Atashigeri, Geri Ashiwari. We sort of half know what we're on about.
Half know. Like, there's some of them where I was like, no chance.
Yeah, I'm like, Taitoshi, that means there's a foot involved.
Taitoshi is...
Seonagi's a flip.
Taitoshi is just a simple standard collar and sleeve control trip.
Oh, right.
Like hip
inside
throw.
trip.
No, outside like hip throw.
Oh, right.
So
what's the Seonagi then, over the top?
Seonagi's over the top, the Ippon Seonagi.
It's like a
in the
Taitoshi
arm,
where they go upside down.
in the arm, over the shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
That's the Ippon Seonagi.
Yeah.
Taitoshi was the... See, we should have done this at the start.
Yeah.
Taitoshi is the collar and sleeve where you're like just stepping off and twisting your hip. Bunk, and then the arms.
Yeah, like the steering wheel one.
I got
that mixed up with... Is it Uchimata, where you kick the leg through and do a roll?
Uchimata is very similar, but you don't
when
kick
you
the
flip
leg.
the hips, you go through.
Yeah, in Thai you don't kick the leg or anything like that.
Yeah.
Ogoshi then is similar, but that you go underhook and across the back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the big like heavyweight throw, innit? You can't really get them off their feet.
So if you I always like to think of probably some judo black belt's going to be no, that's retarded. But I always saw Taitoshi and Ogoshi. No, Ogoshi's way more hip actually. Taitoshi's more leg and upper body.
Yeah, so it's like a penetration point, 'cause it's all in the hips, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
either you fold them over your lower back, or you fold them over your upper thigh.
Yeah.
That's
It's
like
sort of like,
that's
it's
the
like
only sort of real
I think
difference.
the best way you said it was the steering wheel, but then also the leg trip as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
instead of putting it at the lower leg, go up higher on the hip.
Yeah. I could show you, but that don't make for good podcasting.
See that, guys?
That was
just done it. Show him the other one. Yeah, that's that one for you.
But yeah, bro. Kimura. Happy birthday, Kimura. This is coming out.
Kimura. He shares a birthday, and also it's a weird one.
Go on.
Trudeau.
Yeah.
So the Prime Minister of
Justin Trudeau.
Yeah, his wife was born 10th of September 1948.
Damn.
That's an old bitch.
That is old bitch.
That's a grandma in bitch.
That is
He's
old
like not
bitch.
much older than us. He's like just turned 40 recently,
God damn.
I think.
Nah, I think he's older, cuz.
Nah, because he's like the young, fresh gay guy, isn't he? I mean, closeted gay guy. What was another birthday? Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky, yeah.
And
Shit.
who's the director, British one, does all the Snatch and all that.
Guy Ritchie.
He's got the same birthday as who is it? Big Daddy Kane.
Nice.
Same year, same day.
Oh, yes.
10th of September.
Yes.
Pretty good one.
That is
Isn't
gangster as fuck. And they all share a birthday with motherfucking Kimura.
it?
That's gangster.
Yeah, they're like the big ones I like.
Yeah.
Not obviously the old lady.
Man,
Big
that's
Daddy
dope.
Kane and Guy Ritchie
Yeah,
makes the
Big Daddy
birthday make
Kane.
more sense.
Doesn't it? Big Daddy
Good
Kane,
martial
Guy
dudes.
Ritchie, and Kimura. Good fucking combo. That's a party too.
Yeah.
That's a dinner worth having, isn't it?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Guy Ritchie would be straight on the film we're on about.
Yeah,
I'd be begging him, like, please make it an anime. No, don't fucking do animes, bruv.
Big Daddy Kane, you going to do the soundtrack?
Yeah. I was walking down with my gi.